Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for this evening. It's Mr. Darryl Johnson.
Welcome to the bedroom, which is hotter than a garden centre's greenhouse. My name's Darryl Johnson. Thank you very much for joining us. It is the Uefa Europa League match day number 2 in this competition. It's two teams looking to get a result here. Nottingham Forest taking place in their first European competition since 1995-1996 when they played in the UEFA Cup, which was this competition actually. The UEFA Cup used to be called the UEFA Cup, and now it's called the Uefa Europa League. It is the two-time European Cup / Champions League winners from the 1979 and 1980 seasons, and they're taking on the Danish side FC Midtjylland, who they'll be making the 1800 mile round trip, 900 miles if you're just coming from Denmark, but going back as well, it is a total of 1800 miles and about a 26-hour round trip. 27 hour round trip. Include stops, probably about 28, 29 by the time you're finished. So, how are you all? Hope you're all doing very, very well indeed. So this is a very interesting game, actually. Nottingham Forest haven't played in the European competition since 1996. Now, in the competition that they played in, obviously they have won 2 European Cups in 1979 and in 1980. But also they have featured in a couple of UEFA Cup competitions. Their last appearance in the UEFA Cup was in 1995-1996 season. They got to the quarterfinals but got annihilated by FC Bayern 5-1 at home, 2-1 at the Olympiastadion in München. They are former semi-finalists, of course, of this competition, reaching the semi-finals in 1984, where they were beaten by Anderlecht, winning the first leg 2-0 at home, winning the home leg 2-0, but then losing the away leg 3-0. So they had opportunities to do it, they just did not reach the final. They have never reached the final actually of the UEFA Cup, so could this year be the year for them? This is their second match of the tournament. They drew 2-2 in Seville against Real Betis, which I don't think is a bad result actually, considering the team they're up against. They were against Midtjylland today, and then they got Porto, Sturm Graz, Malmo, Utrecht, Braga, Ferencváros. Realistically, I think they should win tonight. Should definitely win tonight. I think Porto, Braga, and Real Betis are probably their toughest tests. But if they can get past those, then I see them having no problems reaching the last 16. Welcome to everyone who's joined us. Sam Pinder, Scotty B, Wim Malfar, thanks for joining us. Good evening, guten Abend, Guten Abend, herzlich willkommen, welcome. Or bonsoir, whichever part of Belgium you're from. If you're from the French side, then it's bonsoir, but most people speak Dutch there. So then, Midtjylland are the opponents tonight, who have made plenty of appearances in the Europa League and the Europa Conference. In the Europa League then, mainly, they were in the 24-25 season. Last season they were in the knockout phase playoffs, where they got knocked out. And they've only ever got as far as the playoffs. They've not reached the round of 16 in a long time. They did reach the second round, as it was called, in 2003. In the 2010s, they reached the playoffs, reached the round of 32 at this stage, and that's about as far as they've got. So Midtjylland don't do very well in the Europa League. They are a team that have reached the round of 32s in the past, but have never actually got to the main knockout round, the round of 16. Now, I can't believe, by the way, what I've just witnessed in the game between Roma and Lille. So, Roma had a penalty, which was given by VAR. The referee went to the monitor, checked the VAR screen, decided it was a pen for handball, and gave a yellow card. The first penalty taken, missed, saved by the goalkeeper. Roma penalty missed, saved by the keeper. The penalty got retaken again because the guy on VAR noticed some encroachment in the penalty area from a Lille player who has an impact in the game once a penalty saved. So it got retaken. The same player stepped up, and the penalty was saved again. Only this time the keeper came about 3 yards off his goal line, so it had to be retaken again. And this time, a different penalty taker took it, and Dazzer, the goalkeeper, saved it again. So Roma have been given a penalty 3 times on the bounce for different reasons, straight after each other, and all 3 have been saved by the goalkeeper Dazzer for Lille. I mean, that's got to go down as a record. It's got to be one of the. That's got to be down as probably the most penalty saves you're going to see in a game. No one saved 3 penalties in a match. It just doesn't happen. Lille could actually make it 2-0. This would be quite funny if they did. Bye! No, the match is on TNT Sports tonight. It's on TNT Sports 1. Nottingham Forest against their Danish opponents, FC Midtjylland. The Crystal Palace are leading Dynamo Kiev 2-0 in Poland. And who was it who scored it? That is... I don't actually know who scored. A Braga leading 2-0 here. Ha! 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 Celtic 0, Braga 2. They are shite, Celtic, honestly. Scottish teams in the European competitions stink. Absolutely reek when it comes to playing in European football. They are so shit. So if you have just joined us, thanks so much for joining us. Let's have a look at the comments. 3-1 Forest, says Sam Pinder. Vim Alpha put Go Ahead Eagles 1. Oh, did they actually? Good. Good on them, because I actually watched their game. I watched their game last week when they played against... who was it? Stade Bucharest, FCSB. They played against them, and they didn't actually play bad. They played really well, but they were very unlucky to lose that. They beat Panathinaikos. I've been banned. The club won't allow me to vlog in the stadium. I've been banned from vlogging in the stadium, and I don't go to the games anymore anyway, because I can't fork out 600, 700 quid a season ticket, especially when our stewards are a bunch of pricks. So that's why I didn't really have much choice but to give it up. Yeah, the EFL, corrupted twats. That's what they are. And then Borough just corrupt anyway. So why I still support the Borough, I'll never know. Honestly. Well, yeah, no, we're top of the league. We're doing well, but how long's that going to last? I don't know. We've had 2 draws on the bounce, really, and 2 not great draws. I mean, Southampton away was a good point, but drawing at home to Stoke, I mean, considering the second half was absolutely appalling, I was quite happy with a point considering how bad the second half was. But you know, we shouldn't really be drawing that many games at home. At least we're still unbeaten. But Portsmouth away is going to be a tough test. I just hope that we can get a win from that, but I don't go in with that much confidence given how the second half was. I think we'll probably get a draw maybe. But, you know, 2 points out of 6 away at the South Coast. I'm not going to complain too much, but we do need to get somewhere because Coventry are closing the gap. And now against Sheffield Wednesday, I think chances are they will win. So, yeah, if Coventry win and Borough lose, then they go top. So, you know, Coventry and Borough, the only unbeaten side still in the English Football League. But with regards to the actual 92, there's only 3 teams that are unbeaten out of the entire 92. One of them's in the Premier League, and it's Crystal Palace. And then you've got Borough and Coventry joining them. So there's only 3 teams left that are unbeaten at the moment. It's like last man standing, isn't it? Ryan Giles, 5 assists, top assister in the Championship for us. He's not a bad player, to be fair, but he just... The problem for Borough is he was very inconsistent. He was very inconsistent when he played. He had one good game, one shit game. But I suppose, obviously, different manager, different play style could always have an impact. And yeah, he's a decent player. So I wouldn't say no to having him back, to be fair. But we've got Matt Target at the moment, and Matt Target is doing very well at the moment. Anyway, we're not here to talk about ball. Let's talk about this game. So, Nottingham Forest, Midtjylland. On paper, this is a game that Nottingham Forest, you would expect them to win. You would absolutely expect them to win, and I think they will win. I think they'll win comfortably, 3-0. But Midtjylland might sneak a goal somewhere. We'll have to see what happens. The lineups have been announced, and we will give you the lineups now. But first of all, the match officials for tonight are all... Harry Doherty put Roma 2 penalties missed in the last 10 minutes. Do you want me to... I'll explain it again. Because I was watching it. Roma got given a penalty of a handball by VAR after the referee went to the VAR monitor. Penalty was given. The guy stepped up and the penalty was saved. The penalty got retaken because there was encroachment in the penalty area, so that penalty was taken and saved again. Only this time the goalkeeper came about 3 yards off his goal line, so the penalty was taken again for the third time, and that was saved. 3 penalty saves by the goalkeeper in the space of about 3 minutes. Just insane. It was insane. And I'm pretty sure they've lost as well. Let me have a look at this flash scores. Yeah, they have lost as well. Oh my god, as if. As fucking if. We'll give you one through of all the full-time scores, by the way, in the early kickoffs in a moment. But in the meantime, let's have a look at the lineups. And as I was saying, the referees for today's game. All from Vive la France. They're all from France. Or as Liam would call them, they're all baguettes. The referee for today is Willy Delajourde. The assistant referee, Erwin Van John. Assistant referee as well, the other one is Valentin Evroir. The fourth official is Rudy Bouquet. VAR referee is Jérôme Brissard. And the VAR assistant referee from Romania is Cătălin Popu. Let's have a look at the two teams in full length. Frogs. Let's have a look at the two teams, starting with the visiting side, FC Midtjylland. And in goal for FC Midtjylland tonight is number 16, Elias Olafsson. Number 4, Osman Diallo. Number 6, Martin Ehrlich. Number 8, Philip Billing. Number 10, Gusun Cho. Number 21, Daniel Castillo. The captain, number 22, Mads Sorensen Beck. Number 43, Kevin Mbabu. Number 55, Victor Bach Jensen. Number 58 is Aral Zumzir. Number 74, Junior Brumado. And the subs then for the Danish side. Midtjylland subs, number 1, Jonas Lussel. Number 3, Lee Han Byom. Number 7 is Franchelino. Number 11, Dario Osorio. Osorio, Div. Number 13, Adam Gabriel. Number 14, Edvard Chilufya. Number 19, Pedro Bravo. Number 20, Valdemar Andresen. Number 29 is Paulinho. Number 41, Mikel Gagosa. Number 80, Danny Silva. And number 90, Friday Etim. It's Thursday, actually, not Friday. Also, that is not the Paulinho that used to play in the Chinese league either. So, a couple of players you'll recognise there. Jonas Lorsel, obviously the sub-goalkeeper for them, used to play in the Premier League. And in their starting 11, Philip Billing used to play for AFC Bournemouth. And also Kevin Mbabu used to play for VfL Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga. A lot of the players in the... it's funny, isn't it? A lot of the players in the Midtjylland team are actually from South America. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but a lot of them are South American, which is quite amusing. Forest lineup won't be full of South Americans, although some of them are. In goal for Nottingham Forest is number 26, Matt Sells. Number 3, Nico Williams. Number 4, Morato. Number 5, Murillo. Number 6, Ibrahim Sangare. Number 7, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Number 8, Elliot Anderson. Number 10, Morgan Gibbs-White. Number 14, Dan Ndoye. Number 19, Igor Jesus. And number 31, Nikola Milenkovic. No, because copyright. Subs for Forest. Goalkeeper 13, John Victor. 11, Chris Wood. Number 15, Arnau Caliamendo. Get your teeth in. Arnaud Calimuendo. There we go. Get your teeth in, Daz. Why do people look for the game on YouTube? Because they're daft. Number 16, Nicolas Dominguez. Number 22, Ryan Yates. 29, Delane Bakwa. Number 30, Willy Bolly. 37, Nicolo Savola. 44, Sak Abbott. And those are the two teams in full. We'll give you the starting lineups once again when the players are out and when Mulligan Tyres played. Not many fans from Midtjylland, just a small amount in the very corner. The rest of the stadium full of Forest supporters. Midtjylland, though, coming into this game on a high. They won by 2-0 in the first match of the campaign, beating Sturm Graz, team obviously from Austria, beating Sturm Graz. So all I'll say to Midtjylland is, for their win against Sturm Graz, congrats!
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
I thought you'd all enjoy that joke. Thought you'd enjoy that joke. I've got plenty more jokes, by the way, because whilst I was out, I came across this in the charity shop I'm working in at the moment, which is Age UK. I came across this in charity shops. I thought, perfect. Loads of jokes for me to say tonight. So if you don't like jokes, tough. Anyways. Hi, Dowell. So sorry I missed last night's stream. Was not well. Stomach bug. Oh, right. But to be fair, Dad's been struggling with his tummy lately, so I don't know whether there is a bug going round. Although Dad's belly is sometimes good and sometimes bad. His belly's a bit better today, though. How come you decided this game, not Villa? Main reason is because I did Feyenoord last week. What I didn't want to do was... what I didn't want to do at the start was do the same... I didn't want to do the same team. So, I did Feyenoord and Braga in game number 1. So, I decided for game week number 2 to go with a game that didn't feature either of those teams. Give other teams an opportunity to be featured on the channel rather than just featuring it over, obviously, it's obviously both, etc. But with these neutral streams, I don't want to feature the same team week in, week out, you see. I might want to feature the same competitions, but I do want to feature different teams. And it is quite an important game for Nottingham Forest because this is Nottingham Forest's first home match in the European competitions since the 95-96 season. 30 years to be precise, actually. Oh, sorry, no, you are 29, right? Sorry, yeah, because their last home game in the Europa League, which was known as the Uefa Cup in 1996, actually, because it was the 95-96 season, was the quarterfinals against FC Bayern, and they lost. They lost 5-1. Yeah. So as I was saying, for anyone who missed it, and I know people might get fed up with me saying, it's Forest's first European competition in 30 years. They featured in the 95-96 UEFA Cup, which was now known obviously as the Europa League. Former quarterfinalists and former semi-finalists of this competition reached the 1984 semi-finals, where they lost in the end to Anderlecht by 3-2 on aggregate. And the last time they were in a European quarterfinal was obviously their last appearance was in 95-96 season. They lost 7-2 on aggregate to FC Bayern. They lost 5-1 at home and then lost 2-1 in the away leg at the Olympia Stadion in München. Now people will be saying, I know there'll be some people who'll forget. The Allianz Arena did not come around until 2005, so it's 20 years of the Allianz Arena. So the Allianz Arena wasn't built until 2005. So FC Bayern played their games at the Olympia Stadion in München prior to 2005. So they played the 70s, 80s, 90s, and a lot. The Olympia Stadion in München was their main stadium. Obviously, it's 125 years of FC Bayern and only 20 years. So their first 100 like their first 100 years were like they were playing football obviously in lower leagues, getting promoted, got into the Bundesliga, etc. Won the Bundesliga 30 odd times. Used to play obviously in obviously teams will have. I was reading that comment. People wanted you to stream Rakov Czestochowa versus University Craiova, not this. Well, I wasn't streaming that game, so sorry. But this is a bigger game for Nottingham Forest, a big day for Nottingham Forest, because it's their first home game in 30 years. I wasn't going to stream Rakov against Craiova because I'd have people saying, "Why are you streaming this shite for and not the big teams?" So it wouldn't have made much difference. Like, I'll have people moan at me for doing Forest and not and not doing the smaller teams, and then there'll be people moaning at me for doing the smaller teams and not the bigger teams. So 6 and 2 frees and one or the other or something is what they say. So, like, unfortunately, can't please everyone, mate. Like, I do try my best to keep everyone happy, but it's just virtually not possible to keep everyone happy. But I might do Rakov at some point. You never know. You don't know what's going to happen. But anyways, that game will be over before it starts. Yeah. This game better because it's Forest's first European home game. And that's another reason why I picked it, is because I know the atmosphere at the City Ground. And we all know the atmosphere at the City Ground is always superb. It's always an excellent atmosphere. And I want to give different teams a chance. Obviously, I might feature University Craiova or Rakov maybe at some point later down the line. But it's not going to be now. This is a big game for Forest. Their first European game in 30 years, first European competition in 30 years, and their first home game since 1996 in this competition. Let's not forget that they are UEFA Champions League winners. It was called the European Cup, actually, back when they won it. They won it back-to-back. They're one of the only teams to win it back-to-back, actually, along with, I think, Real Madrid. They're one of the only teams to win it back-to-back. 1979 and 1980. Let me have a look. Who has won the European Cup back-to-back? So, there are only 3 teams in the history of the European Cup / Champions League. There's only 3 teams that have ever won it back-to-back. Now, I'm not going to... Obviously, we know Nottingham Forest have done it. Can anyone guess the other 2 teams that have won it back-to-back? Without doing the research either. I'll give you a clue. One team won it in 1956, 1957, 1958, 1959, 1960. Holding the record for the most European Cup wins on the bounce. 5 years in a row. The other team won it in 96 and 97. 1976, 1977. So, if anyone can work out the 2 teams that have done it, then that would be great. Give a shout for that. Whoa, this is what you call a pre-match atmosphere.
Our time has come, and it's here tonight with Midtjylland here. In the Europa
Pyros, fireworks,
League, walking
massive tifo.
to the city.
And here come the players at the City Ground, Midtjylland and Forest. Here we go then. So Nottingham Forest are one of the only teams,
To win, Forest
one of 3 teams to win the
over the season.
European Cup / Champions League back-to-back.
In a league phase that will throw up.
That's what you call a nice tifo for a new generation. Our time has come, is what their tifo and what their message is. This will be a great atmosphere. Nottingham Forest fans,
And the city of Nottingham.
loud and proud as their players walk onto the field. Midtjylland fans in the corner. Fair, I mean, not a lot of them, but I mean it is an 1,800-mile round trip. So I've got to say, I mean, well done to the fans that have travelled actually, but it is pretty much a full stadium of Forest fans. That stadium is packed. The 2 teams, by the way, I was looking for, Real Madrid are the only team to win it 5 times on the bounce. The other team that have won it back-to-back is Liverpool in 1976 and 1977. Forest versus Midtjylland. And I hope we're all ready, because I will have the TV sound on when Mulligan Tyre plays. Because Mulligan-Tyre is one of my favourite Premier League anthems.
Stuart Pearce back in 1996.
So,
Well, it's the first time the Forest have faced the Danish
here we go.
in Europe. Midtjylland are playing against an English
Looking forward to hearing Mulligan-Tyre from the Forest fans.
So Ernst Foster concludes
Here we go then. It's time for the match. Here's the starting lineup, starting with Midtjylland. In goal number 16, Elias Olafsson. Number 4, Usman Diaw. Number 6, Martin Ehrlich. Number 8, Philip Billing. Number 10, Gyusun Cho. Number 21, Daniel Castillo. Number 22, Mads Sorensen Beck. Number 43, Kevin Mbabu. Number 55, Victor Bak-Jensen. Number 58, Awel Simsia. And finally, number 74, Junior Bombardo. The Nottingham Forest starting 11 in goal number 26, Matt Sells. Number 3, Nico Williams. Number 4, Momato. Number 5, Murillo. Number 6, Ibrahim Sangare. Number 7, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Number 8, Elliot Anderson. Number 10, Morgan Gibbs-White. Number 14, Dan Ndoye. 19, Igor Jesus. And 31, Nikola Milenkovic.
there are 3 Danes in the starting lineup.
Here we go. Stunning. Stunning. Just absolutely magnificent. Soon as they shouted City Ground, I was like, oh, fucking hell. It's brilliant. Oh, honestly, Nottingham Forest are fucking superb. Their fans are magnificent. You've just got to listen to it and appreciate it. It is superb, and it's nice to hear the fans singing it. Stunning, stunning. Just honestly, they're an amazing fan base. So then, here we go then. Nottingham Forest versus Midtjylland. Best of luck to both of these teams. Nottingham Forest's first home game in the European competitions since 1996. Let's enjoy the game and let's hope for a good match. Also, let's enjoy the jokes as well, because I'll have plenty of jokes lined up during the stream. Love it a cappella. Oh yeah, it's amazing. Listening to it a cappella is so good. It's so good listening to it a cappella. Nottingham Forest know how to do a pre-match atmosphere. Midtjylland have probably got about 150 to 200, which is very small numbers, but you know, big respect for them travelling to the East Midlands of England. Fair play to them for travelling to England. Oh, bloody hell, this referee's not messing about.
So that's not the way it was supposed to start for Forest.
Yeah, I'm sure he's quite a tricky customer in terms of getting the ball forward.
Oh, no.
Didn't it? Start this game full of emotion. Just can't show it. The referee is not going to not give a yellow card.
No, there we go.
So Morato on a booking straight away.
Not that long of a flight, should be more. Tuesday night in Nottingham, you know, it's a work day as well. Like 1,800 mile round trip. It's a bit of a trek. Both of these teams separated by 900 miles along Europe. It's got expensive to fly across though. Crazy how it's still 0-0. Yeah, good stuff for Midtjylland though. The referee's not taking any prisoners, by the way. Milenkovic gave away the first free kick and got a yellow card immediately. Midtjylland with a free kick outside penalty area. Took a slight deflection. Matt Sells, I don't think was short. He dived for it. It does take a slight touch and it goes wide at the post. People take time off work to coincide with European away days though. Yeah, but it is quite a long journey, so I'm not surprised there's not many of their fans. Still, well done to those that have travelled. The referee for tonight's game, by the way, from France is Willy Delajourde. Assistant referees for tonight, Erwan Vongen and Valentin Evra. Rudy Bouquet is the fourth official, and the VAR referee is Jeremy Brissard, and the VAR assistant Catalin Popou. And there's Mike Tulberg, the manager of FC Midtjylland, and we'll keep you up to date with any goals that go in across the European games tonight. Oh, was it Murato who gave the first yellow card? Apologies. Glad you told me. I thought it was VAR assistant Romanian. Yeah, he is. Also, one of them are taking on Bradford. Was it Murato? Yes, it was Murato. Apologies, I got that wrong. Well, the first shot of the game is Midtjylland from the free kick, which took a deflection, went out for corner wasted in the end. Nottingham Forest coming forward at the moment. Sells playing it forward. And Midtjylland win the ball back. Philip Billing. Nearly said Patrick Billing. I'll put Patrick Billing, I think. Philip Billing returning to a Premier League side. Earlier games, by the way, in the Europa League. Roma 0, Lille 1. Bologna 1, Freiburg 1. Brann 1, Utrecht 0. Oh, fair enough. Celtic 0, Braga 2. Stein 0, Young Boys 2. Fenerbahce 2, Nice 1. Ludogorets 0, Betis 2. Panathinaikos 1. Go Ahead Eagles 2. Victoria Pilsen 3, Malmo 0. And there was 3 red cards in that match. A goal so far in the 8 o'clock kickoffs. Basel 1, VfB Stuttgart 0. Two teams separated by about 30-40 kilometres. Not too far actually from each other, actually, Basel and Stuttgart, because it's Germany and Switzerland, so neighbouring countries. And it was Albion Ajeti with the goal. First goal of the game in the Europa League 8 o'clock kickoffs. And those were all the full-time scores in the 5:45s. Also, Celta Vigo play PAOK. Red Star taking on Red Star Belgrade. Feyenoord taking on Aston Villa. Genk taking on Ferencvaros. Lyon taking on Salzburg. Maccabi Tel Aviv against Dinamo Zagreb. And Sturm Graz taking on Rangers. In all the other games in the Europa League, 8 o'clock kickoffs tonight. In the Europa Conference League, full-time scores in that. Dinamo Kiev 0, Palace 2. Good start for Crystal Palace. Jagiellonia 1, Ham 1 0. KUPS 1, Drita 1. Lausanne 3, Breidablik 0. Lech Poznan 4, Rapid Vienna 1. Yeah, bloody hell. Noah 1, Rijeka 0. Fairs. Omania 0, Mainz 1. Rayo Vallecano 2, Skadenia 0. And Swinsky 5, Lincoln Red Imps 0. Feyenoord have class fans. Oh, yes, they do. 8 o'clock kickoffs. Aberdeen versus Shakhtar. Larnaca versus Alkmaar. Alkmaar down to 10 men early on. A red card inside 2 minutes for Penetra. Great start for them. Must have been a bad challenge. Celje taking on AEK Athens. Fiorentina against Sigma Olomouc. Legia Warsaw taking on Samsunspor. Rakov taking on Université Craiova. Shelbourne taking on Hacken. Slovan Bratislava against Strasbourg. And Sparta Prague against Shamrock Rovers. In the early 8 o'clock kickoffs. That's all the 8 o'clock kickoffs in the Europa League and the Europa Conference League for you. Lyon have a penalty against Strasbourg. And it's Pavel Sulch with a penalty and he's missed. So, there you go. So, yeah, we'll keep you up to date with all the goals. Palace are unbeaten in all competitions, remember? Yep, I know. Perfect start for them. Kiev were awful. Ukrainian football's fallen off a cliff. Probably same standard as Scotland. Oh, well, if it's that bad, then you're in trouble. And there's a few handbags here and here. A bit of handbags. in the first couple of minutes. I think it was a challenge. It was a challenge from one of the was it from one of the Midtjylland players by the looks of it. And this referee's not taking any nonsense. Celje 0, AK Athens 1. And what a surprise, Sturmgratz 1, Rangers 0. Rangers are shit. That's... Nah. It is a foul, but I don't... It is a foul, but I don't think there's any need for the handbags afterwards. Ah, shite. I just whacked my hand off the table. Sorry. Sorry about the bang there. Free kick then taken short for Forest. And a cross in from the bar line. And it's the first corner of the game for Forest. As the ball from the cross is... The ball is headed out from the cross by the former Wolfsburg man Kevin Mbabu. Corner to be taken in front of the Midtjylland fans who are doing the wanker sign at him. Is it with the corner? Callum Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, they're all doing the bloody wanker at him. Shakhtar have conceded a penalty to Aberdeen. Top of the Ukraine Prem, Shakhtar about to go 1-0 down to bottom of Scottish Prem Aberdeen. To be quite honest, mate, this is what it's like in the European competitions. Now, 23 votes on the poll so far. Tonight's question. Oh, will Nottingham Forest win tonight? 83% of you have said yes. 17% have said no. Aberdeen are yet to score in Scotland, by the way. I don't know. I just don't understand. Like, I really can't understand what has happened to Aberdeen. They played well in the European competitions. They've done well in the European competitions. But when it's come to playing in the Scottish Premiership, they just have not got going. Like, I just don't understand it with them. They were really good last season. You know, they've been good in the European competitions. And then they're just doing shit at the minute. I just don't understand it. I can't get... I mean, it's balmy, isn't it? You see your team doing well in Europe, and then they can't win a single game in their own league. You're like... Aberdeen are leading Shakhtar. Oh, it is... to be fair, it is at Pittodrie. It is at Pittodrie, so I'm not really surprised. Of course, they were good last season if they're in Europe. Well, they did also win the cup. They beat Celtic. They beat Celtic in the Scottish Cup, didn't they? Or was it the FA Cup? I can't remember. Legia Warsaw 0, Samsunspor 1. There's a bit of a surprise. I was expecting Legia to beat them tonight. Musaba with a goal, 1-0 there. And Carlson scores the penalty at Pittodrie. It's Aberdeen 1, Shakhtar 0. Shakhtar will struggle, by the way, at Pittodrie. Pittodrie's decent on a European night, so it will be hard. Lyon, who missed a penalty, have now scored. Lyon 1, Salzburg 0. 1-0 to the French side. Satriano with the goal. And William Gomez has scored a penalty for FC Porto against Red Star Belgrade. 1-0 there. Keeping you up to date with all the goals as they go in across the UEFA Europa League and the UEFA Conference League tonight, as well as giving you goal updates should any goals go in the derby between Rotherham United of South Yorkshire and their West Yorkshire rivals Bradford City, which is currently on Sky Sport main event. So any goals in that game, and I will let you know. 10 minutes in. I was reading a book, by the way, the other day, and it was all about French cheese. French cheese, yeah, it was very interesting. And it was written by Camembert. Camembert, if you didn't get that. Right, if you didn't get that, then we're going to be in for a long fucking night. Maybe not enough legs for Legia Warsaw. Oh, yeah, Legia Warsaw, yeah. Legia Warsaw, I believe they're actually called. Bradford will probably win because they're class. Have jeans only just got to Poland, Nicola? Have jeans. I see it's going to be a fun night of jokes. See, I can see everyone's going to be up for the jokes. If you don't like the jokes, tough. Right, I think it's time for me to pour me a glass of iron brew, you know. Oh, not that glass. That needs cleaning. Oh dear. I'll have to take that downstairs. That needs cleaning. We'll put it in this one. Something stuck about that. Right, no more stream. By the way, this is the last stream for me until next weekend, as obviously I'm going away next week with Mia. I'm not telling you where though, because I'm not releasing it to Mia until Saturday, when it's her birthday. So I'm busy on Saturday and Sunday, out with Mia, etc., for birthday presents and stuff. And he's all over him. And obviously I'm away next week, but I'll be back. I'll be on double trouble. Actually, I'll be on double trouble darts from Friday for the quarterfinals of the World Grand Prix. Go and support the lads, by the way. Liam and Harvey will be taking over for the first couple of nights, and then I shall be back on the Friday night for the darts on that night. Saturday and Sunday night we have the semis, and then the final on Sunday night for the World Grand Prix. Stream wise, I haven't really decided what I'm going to do on the 11th, because some games are getting postponed due to internationals. So I haven't really decided what I'm going to do on the 11th and 12th, but yeah, there'll be no streams until at least the 11th of October for me now. So this is got about an 8 or 9 day break. So be looking forward to a bit of time with Mia and a bit of time to myself. To be fair, it's not like I've just come back from holiday. So there you go. Right, I've got a nice full glass of iron brew here. Up your nose! Oh, hello, me. Hello.
There's a few challenges. That early yellow card, I think the players have watched the referee out.
I see me in a fucking glass.
Midtjylland have been Danish champions 4 times. They were runners-up last season. They tend to be in the shadow of the likes of
What am I doing? What am I doing? Genuinely. What am I doing? What did Dad say when he looked in the iron blue? Hello, me? Yeah, no. Hello, me? Yes. Hello, welcome. Shoot, Anderson. Bye! My nose is massive in that. By the way, my nose is massive on the reflection on that bloody... when I'm looking through the glass. My nose is massive. What did the cheese say when it looked in the mirror? Hello, me! Hello, me. Dart stream Monday then, the 3 of us. It'll be... If you're jumping on, then you'll have to let Harvey and Liam know. So they can send you the link. But it'll be you, Harvey and Liam if you're all doing it. I won't be on the darts until Friday night. I won't be doing England versus Wales, as that's the day I come home from my little trip. And I'll be quite shattered, I think, by the end of it. So I'm going to have that night off. But England's game against, I think, Serbia, is it? I should be doing. So, yeah. Also, by the way, for those that are in the Predictions League in Discord, don't forget to put your predictions in prior to Saturday morning, or Saturday midday. There will be no predictions next weekend due to the international break. So the 11th there will be no predictions. So the next Saturday that we'll be doing predictions will be the 18th. Shot by! Forest are having opportunities at the moment, but their shots are just going high, wide, not very handsome. I've got to say, by the way, could be a red card for Feyenoord. Whoops. By the way, 2 goals in a minute at Maccabi Tel Aviv's game. Maccabi Tel Aviv were leading 1-0 after 15 minutes for a goal from Abu Fahi. And the Zekas equalised for Dinamo Zagreb a minute later. Potential red card for Feyenoord. Well, who's going to be sent off then? Could be a red card for... Oh, shock! Anel Amadodzic. Shock. Anel Amadodzic. What a surprise. Of course it's Amadodzic. Like, he loves getting sent off. He always gets yellows and red cards when he got yellows and red cards when he was at Sheffield United. But there you go. Keep getting involved in the live poll and in the live chat. That is a free kick to Midtjylland. Murillo. And he's off. Bye! Murillo. Yeah, that's just silly. I mean, he's... I think Murillo's hurt himself a bit because he's hobbling, so they'll have to keep an eye on him. And he's off by. He's stuck with a yellow. Not according to Harvey, he hasn't. No, they haven't updated it. Oh! Midtjylland have scored! FC Midtjylland have scored! Well, there's a surprise. The free kick comes in from the right-hand side, and it's flicked towards goal, and it just goes into the back of the net. Well, there's a surprise. Midtjylland lead at the City Ground. Who saw that coming tonight? Fucking hell. Those Danish fans are going wild. Who expected that tonight? Let's have a look at this. So the free kick comes in. Onside. It's headed on by... Oh, who actually gets the goal here? One of the Midtjylland fans took his top off. I'm not surprised. A European away goal for them. So it's headed on by Mats Sorensen Beck. And it is going to be Osman Diao who gets given the goal. The number 4 is going to get given the goal. Osman Diao. Dinamo Zagreb have taken the lead at Maccabi Tel Aviv. And the City Ground is silenced. A shot goal for Midtjylland, and they are leading 1-0. First goal of the game for FC Midtjylland, scored in the 18th minute. The goal scorer, number 4, Osman Diao. Midtjylland, number 4, Osman Diao. My bet's over. Forest Shakhtar and Sparta Prague. Whoops-a-daisy.
And already you can feel the tension inside the stadium, can't you? That's what happens when you're on the kind of run that Forest are.
Yeah, when you're in between 10 and 15 minutes and Forest have not scored and Midtjylland are just cancelling them out, and you can sense the crowd just getting a little bit quieter. The players just need to get them going again.
And they'll look to the likes of Anderson and Gibbs-White for inspiration.
Number 4. Other than the Betis game, Forest have seemed poor. I mean, to be fair, Forest have had opportunities, but a lot of their chances have gone, you know. Oh, good effort. There we go. A stunning Doye. 1 in forward from the left-hand side, goes into the centre, hits the shot from outside the D. It's gone into the net. It's a good effort. Rotherham are leading Bradford. Bradford's good run could come to an end here. It is a good shot. Long way to go. Yeah, of course. Elliot Anderson, by the way, I was going to say, how long is it going to be before we see the likes of Elliot Anderson moving to one of the big 6 clubs in the Premier League, or even a big European side? Oh my God, what a save! What a save again. Olafsson tested twice, and that's another brilliant save. The corner comes in, it's headed up in the air. Midtjylland struggle to clear their lines. A shot comes in. Milenkovic tries to turn it in, and it's probably gone in top corner, and it's tipped over. Wonder goal. No, it's not a wonder goal. It's a good effort, but well, what's something going on? I can't believe the Europa League is sponsored by Flixbus. In the box from the corner this time. It's touched on, and Midtjylland again not clearing their lines particularly quickly, are they? Like, they're not very quick at clearing the lines. Forest get the ball back in the end to the halfway line. Matt Sells now, about 30 yards off his goal line, plays it forward. That's a great ball. Morgan gives right into the penalty area. Here's a chance. 1-1! What a brilliant ball from Matt Sells, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Sells with an outstanding ball. Goes on to Morgan Gibbs-White, who just runs towards the penalty area. Plays a lovely ball to the other side of the box. And Dan N'Doye finishes it beautifully past Olafsson. Forest have been knocking on the door since Midtjylland scored, and they finally get back in the game. It's a great ball forward. Gibbs White is onside. Is Ndoye onside? Yes, he's onside by a mile. It's a lovely goal. 1-1. Forest equalise. The equaliser for Forest, the goal scorer number 14, Dan Ndoye.
Well, they're back on terms inside 4 minutes. And that's what you need to do if you're going to concede goals.
Well, that is exactly what Nottingham Forest needed. Conceded after 18 minutes. Midtjylland's lead lasted 4 minutes. Nottingham Forest, they've been knocking on the door since that goal. They've had some good opportunities. You know, they had a shot from outside the penalty area. Dan Ndoye tested the goalkeeper first. It was a good save. Low to the keeper's left. Saved it, went out for a corner. The resulting corner came in, wasn't dealt with at all. The end shot comes off Milenkovic, who tries to turn it into the top corner. It's well saved. And then literally from the resulting corner again, it's wasted. Midtjylland clear it long. Forest regained the ball at the halfway line. Played back to Matt Sells, who's about 30 yards off his goal line. First time, long ball forward to attack again. Goes straight to Morgan Gibbs White, who does well, controls it well. Just once towards penalty area. It's a 3v1 against the defender. Plays it to his left. It goes past, I think it goes past Hudson-Odoi. And then, oh no! It's 2-1! Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh my god, I can't, oh my fucking god. Oh, I don't believe it. What on earth is going on? 3 goals in 6 minutes at the City Ground. This is amazing. Midtjylland have just conceded an equaliser. I was just saying about the equaliser. It was a long ball to Gibbs White. Plays it to the left. It goes to Dan Ndoye's first time finish in. And then, literally as I'm saying that, a corner is taken for Midtjylland. It comes into the penalty area. It's headed on by Patrick Billen. It's an absolute goalmouth scramble. There's a massive scramble. Matt Sells doesn't get it. It's all over the place. And in the end, it is turned home by the guy who'll have got the assist for the first goal as well. Because he headed the ball on from the free kick that resulted into the first goal. The free kick came in for the first goal. Was headed on by Beck. And then touched on by Diao. But this time, Sorensen Beck has got the goal. So he's got a goal and an assist tonight. And Midtjylland lead again. Can you believe it? Ah, fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. Could have sworn I'd deflected off one of the arms. Well, there was nothing given. A goal's been given. Can you believe it? You can't believe what you see sometimes. Honestly, this is what happens. European football can be very unpredictable. I thought Midtjylland might sneak a goal, but certainly didn't see them getting 2 goals here at the City Ground. It's unbelievable. Great game for. I mean, this is brilliant for the neutrals. I'm loving this. 3 goals in like 6 minutes. There is VAR, but I don't think it was handball. I don't think it was handball. And it looks like Murillo is going to be coming off. He's knackered by the looks of it. He's hurt his leg. I think he's hurt his thigh or something. I'm not sure what he's actually hurt. If his thigh, hamstring. He did start to hobble a little bit earlier on prior to the first goal for Midtjylland. So I have a feeling Murillo will have to come off, which is a shame. Bit of a miss for them. Hall scored, by the way, for Rotherham United. Whilst this was all going on, Fiorentina have a leading against Sigma through Piccoli, and Slovan Bratislava nil, Strasbourg 1 through Godo, and AS Larnaca, I believe it is. I believe that's who it was. Larnaca leading by a goal to 0. Yeah, against Dazzer Alkmaar. So this is the free kick that resulted to the first goal. It was ball in from the right hand side. It was headed on by Beck and then in by Diao, and then the corner again. 2 set pieces they've conceded from, by the way. Awful. Sleeping with the Kangaroos tonight, mate. And it's just, it's a poor goal for Forest to concede. It really is, isn't it? Poor goal for them to concede. I was going to say,
who came on for Murillo at Arsenal, but that's a sad sight for Forest fans, and he's such a key player for them. And these really are testing times in the early weeks of the season for a team that did so well last season. There's the replacement, Sabona.
2 seconds.
Juventus.
Second goal of the game for FC Midtjylland. The goal scorer number 22, Mads Sorensen Beck. Norway. Wow. Mul FC Midtjylland. Nummer 22, Mads Sorensen Beck. Now, who's... Can you give a... No, you're not fooling me with that one, mate. Nice try. Bradford City scored but disallowed. We had a sub for Forest, but I don't... Well, I know he's come off. I just don't know who came on. I missed the sub as I was trying to do that goal. They look terrible, the set pieces. Yeah, they have all over... Mate, they're all over the place. They're all over the place, honestly. So it was Murillo who came off. Eh? Oh, right. Murillo, I think, came off. Who came on for them?
Switch to a back four. Maybe that'll just allow bodies forward and the two centre backs probably a little bit more comfortable.
Midtjylland playing against an English team for the 5th time tonight. Their only win in the previous 4 was against Manchester United.
Ah, that's who it
10
was.
years ago.
I thought it was.
The last European campaign that Forest had, they won their first home match. Brian Roy scored against Malmo.
Substitution made by Nottingham Forest, leaving the field number 5. Murillo coming on the field to replace him is number 37, Nicolo Savola.
They've got a real problem with conceding goals in games this season. I mean, they started so well. The opening day against Brentford gave so much optimism to the Forest.
Yeah, but you didn't.
They've never really got back to those levels apart from 40-odd minutes.
You didn't send the code. That's why. I'll do it later.
Kicked in by Morgan Gibbs-White. Cleared away by Jensen.
At this rate, does Ange make Christmas? It's early days. It's early days. You know. See how it goes. But, like, Forest fans can't turn on him immediately. I mean, I can't lie. It's not. Ange Postecoglou is not the option I would have picked. I wouldn't have picked him to do the Forest job. I wouldn't have had him as a That's a foul, surely. It looked like a foul, but Willy Delajod is saying no penalty. Let's have a look. Ndoye plays it through. Well, Morgan Gibbs-White. Morgan Gibbs-White is trying to win. He does get caught slightly by back, but I don't know.
Is that we can't tell you whether there's a VAR check taking place because the technology's not working here. The Uefa screens aren't working, so that's the only.
I don't know if. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know whether that was a penalty or not. After looking at the replay, it's sort of like he kicks his back leg out. He sort of it looks like he plays for it, but I don't know what to make of that. Oh, bloody hell. I don't know how the hell he kept the ball in to put the cross in at the bar line. But it goes out off Mvato. Corner for Midtjylland. Midtjylland looking for... They could cause a shock tonight, genuinely. Forest are dreadful in defence. I'm being honest. They are shocking at defending. Especially when it comes to Yeah, when it comes to the corners and free kicks, they are awful at defending them. It's a 50-50. Yeah, I wasn't really sure. No way. Oh my God. A free header goes wide at the post. Scotty always wants you to stream but never sticks about for them. I know people want me to stream a lot, but there's nothing I can do. I can't stream all the time. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. And I never will be a full-time YouTuber.
There's the Nottingham Forest owner, Evangelos Marinakis. He was at the Emirates.
See, I can't lie. I don't know what went on with Nuno and that Greek corner, but I'll be quite honest. I don't think Nuno should have been sacked. Genuinely, I don't think. I really don't think Nuno should have been sacked. I don't know what went on. I know he had a couple of arguments. I know him and the owner didn't exactly get on, but I don't know what went on. Oh no, another man down injured for Forest. Oh, it's going well for Ange, isn't it? Sparta Prague 1, Shamrock Rovers 0. Sadilek with the goal. And Red Star Belgrade have equalised at Porto. There's a surprise. 1-1 there. Kostov. That'll have Kostov a lot again. That'll have Kostov a lot. Marinakis will be in the dressing room at half time, smashing plates on the head. Yeah. You're not wrong with that, to be quite honest. Scotty also made up a sausage when he put his prediction for Verst. Well, is it for better or for Verst? What I'll say. Wouldn't Jose have been better? Well, Jose wasn't available at the time, was he? To be quite honest, he hadn't been sacked. Then. Selye 1, Athens 1. There's. Shamrock Rovers have done well to hold on for this long. Yeah, I don't see Shamrock Rovers getting very far, but they'll enjoy it. Nuno Espirito Santo better than Postecoglou. You mean Postecoglou, not Artekoglu. Aktakoglu is... If you're on about Aktakoglu, he's a bloody footballer. Lost first ball again. I mean, honestly, mate, I'll be quite honest, PJ. It's a worrying sign for Nottingham Forest. If they cannot defend set pieces, I mean, literally, it's basically like watching Manchester United defend corners. Dreadful. Rovers nearly made the knockouts last time, didn't they? I think they did, but I think they got knocked out in the playoffs, didn't they? So, yeah. Castillo down. That's a foul free kick for Midtjylland. Those Danish fans will be enjoying themselves. Probably about 150 there. It's not a big attendance. They're flicking on everything. Yep. I think it's time for some more jokes. What about you? What's the best thing to put in a pie? Your teeth. 2-0 Stungrats against Rangers. Rangers are a joke. Why don't you just get rid of Russell Martin? He's awful. What do you call a cashew in a spacesuit? An astronaut. An astronaut. I went past this shop the other day and it was massive on the outside. I was like, oh, hello, this is massive. I bet this is enormous. I went inside and it was only little. It was only little. Anyways, Anderson with a shot. It's pretty much straightforward for the Olafsson in goal. Rangers get rid of Martin and get in Jose. Phew, that would be interesting. Well, you do realise that Jose Mourinho is now the manager of Benfica, so that is not going to happen. I bet people didn't realise he's manager of Benfica now. Jose Mourinho is now in charge of Benfica. He was in charge for their game against Chelsea. So Jose Mourinho will not join Rangers. Crossing from Hudson-Odoi. It was towards Ndoi. Hudson-Odoi towards Ndoi. At the back stick. Tried to flick onto it, but goes off a goal kick. I did. He was at Stamford Bridge, but I thought you said he got sacked. No, he got sacked. He got sacked by Fenerbahce, and then joined SL Benfica. Sorry, I should have. I didn't clarify. To be fair, I should have clarified it, but that's what it was anyway. Who fancies some food jokes? What's the most popular pudding in France? The Trifle Tower. Oh dear. Mate, Forest are committing a lot of fouls. There's a lot of fouls in this game. The game sort of died down a little bit since that goal, but those 6 minutes were just crazy. What happened to the man who stole an apple pie? He was taken into custody. Custody. And if you like those jokes, give us a like. If you don't like the jokes, drop us a like. And if you didn't want to hear any jokes, drop us a like. And if you don't care about whatever I've just said, drop a like. People think I'm crackers, but I just don't. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. My granddad once walked into a shop called the Little Bra Shop just to ask if to sell big bras. Was that shop owned by someone called Barbara? I have to get my line in there somewhere, don't I? Celta Vigo 0, PAOK 1. But Celta Vigo is so shite. I mean, be genuinely honest. Jakumakis with a goal, yeah. Honestly, Celta Vigo are appalling. Shakhtar Donetsk have equalised, or wax tap, as it says on their logo. Shakhtar have equalised at Aberdeen, 1-1 there. The Ukrainian side back in the game at Petodry. Good ball, Ndoye, again, he's tried to latch onto it. Terrible. Andrew Gilden thumbs up. 180. Andrew Gilden, that's a darts play if you don't understand, that is. If you don't find these streams entertaining, then you've got a sad life. Ooh, I'm out on Sunday, aren't I? Yeah, I'm out on Sunday until like Sunday night. Going out in the morning. In the morning. Jose was sacked on 29th of August. Ange appointed September the 9th. Oh, right. Jose appointed Benfica coach 18th of September. Oh, right, so he would have been it. Would have been a good stream for you available. To be fair though, mate, I've done Roma. I've done Roma a fair bit this year. I mean, I think I've done Roma about 3 times this year at least. I mean, I seem to do Roma a fair bit. What I'll have to do is I'll have to have a look. Let me have a look at DAZN and see if there's any games on. Let me see if there's any games on DAZN on Sunday evening. So there was a small window. Well, I was wrong then. Sorry. No, I'll admit if I was wrong. You know, I'll admit if I was wrong. But I didn't realise Ange Postecoglou was appointed that early. Although, let's be honest, I don't think I do. I have DAZN. I don't think Jose Mourinho would have joined Nottingham Forest anyway, if I'm being truly honest. This could be 3-1. Forest cannot get it away. Corner again. How many corners have they had in this game? How many corners have they had in this game? Like, Midtjylland have had more corners, I think, than either side. Let me have a look at the stats. 10 shots for Forest, 6 for Midtjylland. And this is like the 9th corner. This is like the 9th corner of the game, and their 4th corner. 5 shots on target from 10 for Forest. 3 shots on target for 6 for Midtjylland. Corner in, headed away this time. Mbappe will head it back forward. Okay, he's ended up heading it left actually. Then it's flicked forward. And Milenkovic will leave it for the keeper. I thought West Ham might go for Jose too. He sounded up for the Premier League. Jose Mourinho is the sort of manager that only go to a really big club, like the Big Six club, really, like Big Six clubs. To be fair, it makes more sense him going to Benfica, because I'm pretty sure he's Portuguese anyway, isn't he? I'm sure he's Portuguese. Certainly got a Portuguese name. Yeah, he is Portuguese. Fucking hell, have you heard his full name? Jose Mario dos Santos Mourinho Felix. Imagine typing. Oh, is it Latvia we have next? Sorry, I thought it was Serbia. Probably yes, it will be. Yeah. He said he would go to a club with no Europe. Oh right, he used to manage Benfica. I think that's probably why he went back to Benfica then. Yeah. Well, I didn't know. I mean, I haven't really looked at what he's been saying lately. So like, yeah, I wouldn't have known that. I don't watch a lot of press conferences, mainly because I don't watch any of the Premier League conferences because I just don't have the time to watch them. The only one I really watch at the minute is Rob Edwards with Middlesbrough, and that's on the odd occasion because I'm a very busy guy. But Benfica have Europe. Yeah, but you got to remember with Jose, what he says and what he does is two different things. Like, he'll say he'll go and manage a club and then he'll say he'll go and manage in a specific league and then go to a different league. Like, that's what happens. Wish me a very happy birthday. Love from myself, Christine and Sonny. Yep. Premier League press conferences are dull. Yep, and half of the journalists don't know what they're fucking on about. So, like, honestly, some of them are. Some of the journalists are just stupid. Some more goals to tell you about. Strasbourg leading 2-0 through to Ouattara. Sparta Prague leading Shamrock Rovers by 2-0. Not an easy place to go, Prague, by the way. Or as I used to call it, Pragu. Don't ask. Genk 0, Ferencváros 1. Oh, Genk aren't doing that well at the minute, are they? Unai Emery saying Marco Bizzo wasn't dull. Unai Emery saying Marco Bizzo wasn't dull. Oh, he'll have had fun trying to pronounce it. Marco Bizot. They just asked the same question. Yeah, no, have they got no better questions to ask? Like, I'm not a journalist, but I could come up with some better questions. You know, I could say more questions than that. Is there any games on Sunday evening coming up on Dazzer? Oh, here we go. Could it be? Ndoye to the left. I think this is Hudson-Odoi. Oh, he's hit the shot. It's blocked brilliantly. Kevin Mbabu again. Now, honestly, Kevin Mbabu is such an underrated right back. I'm surprised he's gone to the Danish league. Although I think he's Swiss actually. Still first half yet. Can't go on like this, can it? Is that a good question to ask? Probably better than some of the questions they ask. What games are on Friday night? Sunday night. Juventus Milan. Ooh. Juventus Milan. Club Brugge Glass. I don't know if I might. No, I won't get home. I don't think I'll be home in time to start the stream then. So, Juventus Milan is a 7:45 kickoff, I believe. So that's a possibility. And then no streams until minimum the 11th of October as I'm away. So yeah, could do Juventus Milan. There'll be no stream on Saturdays. I'm going to be out pretty much all day until probably late at night. I'm going to be out for most of the day. Celebrating me's birthday with her. Oh shit, we're in added time. Sorry, I've only just realised. Minimum of 3 minutes added time indicated by the official. 3 minutes added time. Added time brought to you a minute late by Double Johnson. Sorry, I didn't realise we were added time. Time flies when you're enjoying yourself. Even though they say that. I've never seen a clock fly before, though. Like, I've never seen a clock fly. So they always say time flies, but, like, you know, I would say time goes quickly. Here's Anderson. And Williams goes for the shot from like 30 yards out and it's blocked. I don't know why he went for that, to tell you the truth. Rasmus Højlund did well for Napoli. Yeah, good move. It was a good move for him and a good move for United. He was crap for us. Going to a different club probably suited him. And he's playing with McTominay and Kevin De Bruyne. Napoli have got a good team. They're not going to be an easy side to come up against this season. 8 o'clock kickoff. Second half at 8:46. Well, no, actually, it'll be later than that. There's a good move for anyone to leave United. Yeah. You're not wrong with that. 2-1 Midtjylland in at the moment, believe it or not, and that scoreline is correct. Forest have had chances, but like some of their chances have been, like, a lot of their shots have actually been blocked. So Midtjylland have done well defensively, but both teams, when it comes to the set pieces, the corners and free kicks, neither team's particularly good at clearing their lines. Bloody hell, that was a heavy pass back to the keeper. Just about controlled it, thumped forward. That's a foul, surely. Ref, carry on. You didn't need to pull it back. He was going away with the ball. He'll blow the whistle now. Yep. Postecoglou's not very happy with the referee there. But there's the half-time score. Well, Ange Postecoglou looks like he is seething. He is absolutely seething. Well, I've got to say, it's like watching Manchester United. Neither team can defend when it comes to the set pieces. But it's been a very surprising, but it's a surprising result at half-time. It's been a very entertaining game. The first 25 minutes brought us a lot of drama. 18th minute, Diao scored for Midtjylland. The free kick came in from the right-hand side. It was swung in. It was an out-swinging cross from the right-hand side of the penalty area. It was probably about 30 yards on the right-hand side. It's an out-swinging cross, comes in, and it's headed on almost at the near post by Beck, and then it's tapped home at the back stick. Diao stays onside, and you know it's a real, like, I mean, I can't lie. I think if you're looking from a Forest perspective, now I'm obviously not a Forest fan or a Midtjylland fan. I'm watching as a neutral. But if you're watching from a Forest perspective, I think most people would say that the goals that Midtjylland have scored have been so avoidable. But it's just been a comedy of errors at the back for Forest. And then also losing Murillo to injury, that won't have helped. It's a comedy of errors in defence for Forest in that first half. The second half, they're going to have to play a lot better. But they've created opportunities. They've had chances. They just haven't. I mean, they've tested the keeper on a couple of occasions. I mean, 2 of the shots have been straight to the keeper, but the keeper was forced into 2 really good saves, to be quite honest. The goal that Forest scored was in my opinion, it was a good goal. The corner from Forest came into the penalty area, and Midtjylland were struggling to get it away. They got it away in the end. They thumped it clear. And I'm not sure who it was who played it back to Matsell, but whoever it was at the halfway line, got onto the ball for Nottingham Forest, this is. Plays it back to Matsell, who's about 30 yards off his goal line, and he just boots it down first time into the attacking half. And all the Midtjylland defenders pushed up, everyone pushed towards the Forest half. And the Forest players did actually stay onside. Morgan Gibbs-White stays onside. The ball goes straight to Morgan Gibbs-White, who's running down the right-hand side, latches onto it, stays onside, and they end up with a 3v1 against a Midtjylland defender. There's literally 3v1 against a defender. And Morgan Gibbs-White, it's a beautifully timed ball. It's a brilliant cross, low cross, towards the back post. Dan Endoy, first time, bottom corner. Beautiful goal, in my opinion. And I've got to say, credit to Matsell for that ball, because that was a magnificent long ball from him. Morgan Gibbs-White, credit to him. You know, controls the ball well. plays a brilliant pass, and Dan and Doy, cool as you like, into the back of the net. The goal they score is a brilliant goal. Don't get me wrong, it's a brilliant goal. But Midtjylland players pushed up so far and then got caught out by one long ball. That really, by Midtjylland standards, is probably not good enough. The goals that Midtjylland scored, though, one from a free kick and one from a corner. And again, it's a comedy of errors for Nottingham Forest in defence. It really is. They were so bad defensively from those goals. The first one, headed onto the near post, flicked in at the back stick. The second one comes from a corner on the left-hand side. Swung into the penalty area, headed on by Philip Billing. We all know what Philip Billing's like. He's a very good player, by the way, and I think he's played all right in this game. But also, by the way, I'll tell you who my man of the match so far is likely to be at the moment is Kevin Mbabu, because I think he's been excellent in defence. He's been the one that's been blocking a lot of the shots. Forest have had chances, and he has been blocking them. He's been getting in the way every time he's been putting them under pressure quite quickly. And he's a very quick fullback. I think he's a really, really, really good player. I think he's been excellent so far. But that corner, it's got to go down as one of the shittest goals you're going to see in the UEFA Europa League. It was appalling. Literally, corner comes in, headed on by Philip Billing. And I think he takes a touch off Matt Sells, takes a touch off their player. It's a massive goal-mouth scramble, and then it's turned home by Somerson Beck. And it is probably one of the worst goals you're going to see this season in the Europa League. Two really avoidable goals from Forest to concede. But also Midtjylland will say that it's pretty avoidable, that, you know, they pushed up way too far. They didn't need to push up that far, really. They pushed up too far, got caught up by one ball, and that's what happens. You play a good long ball forward, you can easily slice the defence open. You can slice the defence open with one through ball. Simple as that. I mean, I will say that Matt Sells' goal the Forest goal, originally from Matt Sells to Gibbs White. I don't know if anyone else feels like this. Anyone who plays FIFA. It reminds me of, it's like the sort of goal that you would expect to concede in division rivals, where the player back, the corner comes in, it's headed away, and then it would go back to them, and they would play it back to the keeper, and they would just literally do a long precision, literally hold X and do the hold, I think RB and X or something, do the long precision long ball, whatever. I can't remember which button it is, but they do the precision long ball, boot it down the field, goes straight to the attacker, low cross, goal. It reminds you of the sort of goals I've actually scored and conceded on FIFA. I don't know if anyone who plays FIFA, I don't know if you've ever had that sort of goal happen in your game. Oh, was it LB and Y? Sorry, yeah, no. Well, you can use LB and X as well. Yeah. No, LB and Y is the chipped pass. The precision pass is I've forgotten what it is. Precision long ball on FIFA 26. What is the what's it called? It is, what's it called? It's the how to do the precision pass. That's the one. It is press the pass or cross button. We know what passing and crossing is, you dick. How do you do the precision one again? Let me precision cross. Right. So that's precision shooting, isn't it? Yeah, through precision pass, here it is. And it's, what is it? It is, it's RB and X. So it's RB and X for the precision long ball. That's what it is, sorry. Is precision pass double tap A? No, you hold RB and Y for the precision low ball, But if you want a long ball over the top, the precision long ball over the top, it's RB and X, and you just boot it down. Simple as that, baby. But yeah, that's what it is. I do use precision passes here and there, not very often, but yeah, I couldn't remember what button it was. I should know, because I play FIFA all the fucking time. But I don't use precision passes that often. I tend to use flare passes, if anything, like back heels and stuff. But where are we then? Prediction at half time, 2-2. Well, I actually think Forest will turn up in the second half. They should turn up in the second half, and I think they will. And I do think they'll turn this game on its head, because Midtjylland will put a lot of energy into it, and then I think that Midtjylland will get tired. That's when Forest will try and take advantage of that. I use LB and Y quite a lot on FIFA, but I'm still playing FIFA 22. Right, yeah, fair enough then. Precision passes weren't a thing until I think FIFA 25. I think FC 25. I think FC 25 was when the precision passes came in. Or was it 24? But yeah, you won't have precision passes on FIFA 22. That's why. But Nottingham Forest is an embarrassment, man, letting them score 2, and I bet on them to pull it together. Well, I wouldn't worry too much. Well, there's another 45 minutes to go, and I do think Forest will turn this game on its head. But I got to say, 2-1 half time. No one expected this from Midtjylland. But well done to Midtjylland, by the way. You know, they've dug in deep. They've denied them on numerous occasions. Their defending on set pieces could, well, it's certainly got a lot to be decided. Certainly a lot to be decided on that. Could definitely do with improving. As for Nottingham Forest, I mean, they've had opportunities, but they have been wasted over a lot of them. Like, you know, they did against Betis, who are a better team than Midtjylland. Yeah, so they should turn it around second half, and I don't think, I mean, Ange was not happy at all with that first half. So Forest need to get something from this game. If they lose this game, then that is not a particularly great start. They got a great point at, in my opinion, a point at Betis is a really good point. I know that they were leading. I know they were leading. They were leading 2-1 towards the end. But I would say a point away to a team of Real Betis's calibre, with the likes of Anthony in that team. You know, they have got not just Anthony, but they've got loads of great players in that team. Real Betis were a very good side, and they have just played in a European final as well prior to this competition. So, you know, getting a draw against them is not the worst result in the world, I would say. Certainly away from home. The scoreboard on the TV says 4v mid. So I thought, where have I seen that before? Forest versus Middlesbrough, yeah. Well, you know, I mean, yes, I'm not surprised. But yeah, 2-1 to Midtjylland at half time. We're going to tell a few jokes before we go for a very quick break, I think. So, someone doesn't like me jokes. By the way, just a warner, by the way, there's a Storm Amy or something coming along the United Kingdom. So do be aware that most places in the UK will be affected by that, and up to 80-mile-an-hour winds coming in the next week or so. So definitely brace yourself for that. We're going to have a bit of music in a moment, but first of all, let's have some jokes. What joke should we have today? Let's have a look. What joke should we have? There's animals, food, there's gross jokes, monsters, and just lol. Just silly jokes, really. I think we'll have a look. Let's have a look at the lol section, I think. Let's have a look at the lol section. Where are we? Oh, monsters, and where's the... Oh, bollocks. Where's the lol? No! Where do I find the lol section? There we go. What musical instrument do you pick up every morning? A tube of toothpaste. What does a tortoise do on its birthday? It celebrates. Who made King Arthur's round table? Circumference. I've had an idea for a shop selling artificial limbs. It's going to be called the second-hand store. A man went to the doctor's the other day and said, "Doctor, I feel like a snooker ball." And the doctor said, "Go to the end of the queue." I was driving down this road the other day, and there was a motorbike that went past me, and it had a cat driving it. It went meow. Right, there we go. And on that note, we'll see you after the break. That was a very quick break. Second half is just about to get underway. Good. Hope you enjoyed our halftime entertainment. All those jokes. Second half underway. Forest 1, Midtjylland 2 at the start of the second half. While the second half's just got underway, a very quick run through of all the latest scores for you all in the Uefa Europa League tonight.
Try and drag Midtjylland about and then just be thorough in both boxes, which is what they haven't been.
Twice you're coming back, the Forest crowd was singing about mist rolling in from the Trent. There were a team playing in a thick fog in the first half, never mind about a mist.
Latest scores then for you all in the UEFA Europa League tonight. These are the 8 o'clock kickoffs. Basel 1, Stuttgart 0, Celta Vigo 1, PAOK 1, Porto 1, Red Star Belgrade 1, Feyenoord 0, Aston Villa 0, Genk 0, Ferencváros 1. Ferencváros have just missed a penalty as well. Olympic Lyonnais 1, Salzburg 0. Lyon missed a penalty early on in the first half. And at the moment it's Maccabi Tel Aviv 1, Dinamo Zagreb 2, Sturm Graz 2, Rangers 0. The Europa Conference League gets underway tonight, and in the 8 o'clock games, they're in the second half. Aberdeen 1, Shakhtar 1, Larnaca 1, Alkmaar 0, Celje 1, AEK Athens 1, Fiorentina 1, Sigma Olomouc 0, Legia Warsaw 0, Samsunspor 1, Rakov Czestochowa 0, Universitet Craiova 0, Shelbourne 0, Hacken 0, Slovan Bratislava 0, Strasbourg 2, and Sparta Prague 2, Shamrock Rovers 0. Those are the latest scores for you all around the Europa League and Conference League in the 8 o'clock kickoffs. In the EFL League 1, by the way, it's Rotherham United 1, Bradford City 0. Bradford did have an equaliser chopped off in the first half, so 1-0 as it stands at the New York Stadium. New York. Sorry. Keep up the work. Thanks very much, Sack. Cheers. Yeah, 525 views considering it's Nottingham Forest. I'm quite happy with that. 1-0 to Rakov Czestochowa. I believe that's how you pronounce it. 1-0 to Rakov in the 47th minute. And that could have been 2-2. It was a good effort, actually. Elliot Anderson inside the penalty area. Goes onto his right foot. Tries to find the far corner. He bends it round. And there just wasn't enough curl on it. Goes wide at the post. Good effort, though, from Elliot Anderson. How long is it going to be before Elliot Anderson joins a Big Six club or even gets a big European move? I don't know, because I tell you something, he is a really good player. Really, really good player. Not going very well for Shamrock Rovers tonight in the capital of Czech Republic, as they're now 3-0 down away to Sparta Prague. Rangers have a goal back through Gassama, And that is 2-1 in Austria. Sturmgratz 2, Rangers 1. Congratulations. Congratulations. Keeping you up to date with all the goals as they fly in across the Europa League and the Conference League tonight. And also keeping you up to date with the goals if they go in, of course, in the game between Rotherham and Bradford. The fans wanted Rakov against Craiova. It's a better game. Mate, it's a shit game. It sounds like a shit game, to be fair. If it's took them till the second half to have a goal, we've had 3 goals in this game. We've had 3 goals in 6 minutes in the first half. We've had there's been way more entertainment in this game. So, and I was always going to do this game because, like I said, it's a big night for Nottingham Forest. So I was always going to do this game. But by the sounds of it, it hasn't been a particularly great match between Rakov and Craiova. By the looks of it. So, yeah. I don't even know if they would have shown it on the red. I don't even know if it's on the red button, to be quite honest. I don't think it's even on the red button, is it? No, it's not even on TNT Sports, mate, so I wouldn't have got it. I mean, I can have a look. I don't think it's on the red button either. But according to the thing, you can only get it on Discovery Plus, and I don't have Discovery Plus. It's not on. Doesn't look like it's on TNT Sports channels or the red buttons, so I wouldn't have been able to watch it anyway, mate. Not exactly sad about it, but you know. 12 shots, by the way, for Nottingham Forest at the moment. With let me have a look at the attacking. 12 shots, only 5 on target. 3 shots blocked. I'm pretty sure all the shots that have been blocked have been by Mbabu, because he's had a good game. 6 shots, 3 on target for FC Midtjylland. 2 shots blocked. 2-0 Rotherham against Bradford. Bradford's form is coming to an end. Neco Williams goes for a shot from outside the penalty area. It's straight to the keeper. So Bradford will remain top of the league, won't they? Bradford remain top of the league, but oh god, this is a massive. I've got to say, it's a massive result for the teams below, because the teams below have a game in hand on Bradford. Stevenage are currently second. They play Luton. They win that, and they will go top of the league. Bradford City's next game against Lincoln was postponed due to internationals. Oh, Cardiff are playing Leyton Orient. They'll close the gap on them. So. It's getting interesting in League One, isn't it, with regards to the promotion race? Yes, you already asked this. Not Carl, oh you dick. I put Dahl, and the thing's put Carl. Oh. Dad's took his car to the garage, so hasn't been able to get it. Oh, I see. Well, we'll have time. 2-0 Rotherham. By turned over before they scored. Martin Sheriff. Poor defender from Bradford. God. Surely Wood gets on soon and they go 2 up top. Yep. In the meantime, a corner for Midtjylland. It's swung in. And it is actually dealt with this time by Forest, but in the result of another corner. Another corner then for the Danish side, FC Midtjylland. I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce it. FC Midtjylland? I think it's Midtjylland. Midtjylland. It's not an easy one to try and pronounce, you know. I'm not going to lie, it's nice for us if we want to get back in the promotion chase. I mean, by the way, now, with Bradford getting beat, it is now a... There is still a 3-point gap separating first. There's 3 points separating first and fourth in the League One now. Cardiff, Stevenage, etc. all up there. Lincoln, I think, are also up there. They're doing well. So, they're all... them and Bradford, it's going to be some battle, isn't it? Looks like it's going to be an interesting battle in the League One. It's looking interesting. Is that a goal kick? Nope, corner. How the hell? How? That looked like a goal kick to me. I thought that was a goal kick. Did Milenkovic get the touch? Oh no, it does go up. Oh yeah, hits the back of Milenkovic's head. But there's nothing you can do about that. Like, that's just bad luck. You can't do much about that. Corner again from Midtjylland. Headed away. Not too far though. Who the hell was that trying to bloody keep hold of it? I can't remember who it was Luke keeping hold of that. Victor Bakke-Jensen trying to keep hold of it. He's lost the ball. Long ball forward for Forest. Aberdeen 1, Shakhtar Donetsk 2. So there you go. Lucas Ferreira scores for Shakhtar. And I think Tom will be quite happy with that. Celje 2, AEK Athens 1. And Babu gives away a free kick. And that's a yellow card for Worms. Celta Vigo 2, Pauk 1, Borja Iglesias. He's a good player, ain't he? Larnaca 2, Azad Alkmaar 0. That red card for Azad Alkmaar has killed them. I said a week ago they could stay up there, but I see Bradford maybe getting playoffs. No, I see Bradford getting the playoffs. I don't see them getting automatic promotion. But I mean, would be amazing if they did. Would be amazing. Back to back. I'd be even happier if Forest pulled a finger out. Yeah. These are the games that they need to win away from home if they want to fight for promotion. Yeah, absolutely right. No, Morgan Gibbs-White goes down like a sack of spuds. Never a foul in a million years. Here's Callum Hudson-Odoi with a shot from outside the box. Takes the deflection. Corner for Forest then. Come on then. Can Forest get back into the game? Let's find out. So far on the poll, by the way, 57 votes. 75% for Forest to win. 25% for Forest to not win. So if I do the maths, half of 57 is 28.5. So 28, 29. 28.5. Half of that is 14.2. So you're looking at 14.25. So you are looking at about 43 votes for Forest to win and 15 votes for Forest to not win. Although that's just changed now, 58 votes. So, you know, but yeah, it's about 42, 43. That's actually gone up now. So about 44 votes then for... No, 43 votes for Nottingham Forest, sorry. And 15 people going for Forest to not win. That's what it is. Glad I won't be going to Rotherham this year, as I've already been to that. I've already been. It's a bloody shithole. Yeah, it's not the best place. I have been to Rotherham. It's not the best place, to be fair. It's not amazing. Oh! Corner in for Forest. It was headed towards goal and blocked by his own player. Ugh. Bradford have a goal back. Go on, Braddy. Kluivert has scored for Leon. Is he... Ruben Kluivert has scored for Leon. Is he by any chance... Yeah, he's from Amsterdam, so he must be... Is he related to... Oh, no, he's not. He comes from a footballing family. Grandfather Kenneth used to play for the Surinamese team Robin Hood. His father is Patrick Kluivert. Yeah. And his brother Justin Kluivert plays for Bournemouth. So there's I didn't realise that Patrick Kluivert had two sons that both played football. Ruben Kluivert and Justin Kluivert. Fair enough. Anthony Sarcevic. Fairs. I knew Anthony... He had a feeling Anthony Sarcevic would score, yeah. I didn't realise there was two players that currently play football called Kluivert. There's going to be a substitution for Midtjylland. I only know how to do the goal thing in Midtjylland. I don't know how to do the substitutions. Substitution brought to you by Dowell Johnson for FC Midtjylland. Leaving the field is number 58, Awel Simsir. Coming on the field to replace him is number 11, Dario Osorio. How has Sangare been out-muscled like that? He's a strong player. You shouldn't get out-muscled that easily. Header forward, cleared away. Not been a great second half, really. I mean, both teams have had corners. but no real opportunities. Forest with 1 or 2 opportunities, but the shots have been wide at the post and blocked. Kevin Mbaba gets the ball, and it's a great challenge for into Nottingham Forest as well. I wonder when Forest will make subs. Oh, that's a mistake. Azario latched onto it and then lost the ball immediately after. What are Nottingham Forest doing at the back? Honestly, what is going on with their defending tonight? The fuck was that by Anderson? Yeah. 3-1 Shakhtar. Nice.
Anderson managed to keep the ball initially, and then Brumado is a very physical player in the middle of the pitch. Was in with another shoulder charge.
That's a foul in the back, ref. Yeah, free kick Midtjylland. Aberdeen 1, Shakhtar 3. Good result for Shakhtar then. 605 views. I'll take that, considering considering this is an English team in the European competition. And I'm surprised not many people are streaming the Europa League tonight. I thought a lot of people would be. LOL! Midtjylland's manager's just been booked. He must have been overstepping the mark. Must have overstepped the mark. Enrique scores for them. What time are you up tomorrow, you get? I'll probably be going to the gym around 10, half 10. So I'll probably be up about 9. Be up about 9. Going to the gym. Doing the dumbbells. Do a few leg presses. And then get on with an hour of cardio. I won't be at the gym next week. And I won't be on the diet next week either, because I'm away. So, he got Jesus with a header. Straight to the keeper. Any gig tonight? Yeah, but I'll be doing it. I'll be doing it once I finish the stream. So about 10 o'clock, I'll be sorting it out. Sorting out me yogurt and pancake. People who have never tried yogurt and pancakes, it's nice. Buttermilk pancakes with yogurt's quite nice. Lovely play. Anderson, Hudson Odoi on the left, back into the centre. Shite. Doing mine at 10 and sleep. I wouldn't go to sleep. Surely you don't go to sleep straight after eating it. Like, I'll do mine about 10 o'clock and then probably go to bed just before midnight or around midnight. Because you have to wait. You have to wait about an hour. You have to wait about an hour for the food to digest. Stop complaining about Vakov, mate. No one gives a shit. Pissing me off about bloody doing that.
Left footer on down this left-hand side just narrows everything off.
Am I the only one who thinks Wrexham will beat Birmingham, by the way?
I mean, the point you'd make though, Lucy, Hudson Odoi has been far more effective in open play than Dan and Doyle.
He's pissing me off, that guy. Constantly going on about Vakov. If I'd have done that game, I'd have had people saying, who the fuck are these teams? What are you doing this game for? No one's ever heard of them. Well, all the Romanians will have probably been watching Steyr. So I'll do it about 9:40. Oh, right. Well, I sent Wrexham, but I didn't realise you were sending that. I'll delete it then. Right. I can't lie. Norwich will probably draw at Ipswich. They won't win. Stoke wins. I think I think it's draw for Blackburn. Stoke. Jesus, that's awful. Why aren't you in bed, young man? Ha ha! You think I go to bed at 9 o'clock? No. I go to bed at midnight, Chloe. And also, I'm not a young man. I'm 23. I wouldn't say 23 is a very young man. Bloody hell, Aston Villa are leading Feyenoord 1-0. I wasn't expecting that. I knew it was going to be a tough game for Feyenoord, but I didn't think Aston Villa would win there. Buendia scores. Here come Forest, looking for an equalizer. Oh, corner again. Midtjylland are doing well defensively. They're just denying her every time. Hull Sheffield United's a derby. I actually think Hull will beat them. Sheffield United is so shit at the minute. Ange might be the next manager. Who's your favourite manager that most people don't like? Well, I can tell you one manager that I certainly don't like is Nathan Jones. Don't get me wrong, he's a really good manager, but he's an absolute dickhead on the touchline. He really is an absolute dickhead on the touchline. A manager that people don't like. I'd also say probably my favourite one. I don't really know, to be fair. If Forest don't score in the next 10, I can't see them winning. Oh, you never know. Anything could happen in this game. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Millwall West Brom. There's a couple of draws this week, so go for that. Slovan Bratislava have scored against Strasbourg. Ibrahim, I thought you liked your bed. Oh, I do sleep. I mean, I sleep in. I do like my bed, but I get up about 9 o'clock these days. Obviously, Monday, me and Mia have to be up at 4 a.m. That's going to be fun. Guilty pleasure manager here. Is this Europa League? Yeah, I think Forest should have bought Mourinho. But we were talking about it, but I didn't think Mourinho... Well, I didn't think Mourinho was going to be going to Forest anyway, but I thought he was already Benfica manager prior to Ange going, but turns out not. Turns out I was wrong, but we were discussing that early on, actually. But I don't think he'd have gone to Forest, if I'm honest. I want Borough to win. We need to win. Oh! Honestly, Forest are so poor with their chances that they cannot find the net at the minute.
Puts the ball into an area that they both seem to attack in each other's way.
Ipswich Norwich normally ends up being a draw with Ipswich, unless Norwich can find its goal. They attack like a League 2 team. Big Sam and Tim Sherwood. Just hitting hope, yeah. Big Sam and Tim Sherwood. No Chris Wood. No, he hasn't come on the field yet. He's not come on the field yet. Midtjylland are making subs.
We're also going to see Daniel Castillo replaced by Pedro Bravo. And Cho, the centre forward, replaced by Voldemar Andreasen.
Substitutions for FC Midtjylland, leaving the field number 43, Kevin Mbabu. Also leaving the field is number 10, Gusung Cho.
So on he comes. Voldemar Andreasen, but he says Biscoff on the back of his shirt. I know those biscuits you get with your coffee. Is that Biscoff?
Biscoff, yeah. Free advert.
Yeah. And the third player leaving the field for Midtjylland.
Jensen. Andreasen involved for the first time now. Bramadu.
It's not coming up.
Joe with a cross. Too high for Milenkovic. He's helped on led by Andreasen and cleared away by Sankari.
The third player leaving the field is number 21, Daniel Castillo. The 3 replacements is a triple sub. Number 3, Lee Han Bjorn. Number 19, Pedro Bravo. Number 20, Valdemar Andreasen. Or as he's... Don't get confused, by the way. Valdemar Andreasen, I think his nickname or middle name, he used to be called... He's middle name's Biskov. So he's got Biskov on his shirt. But yeah. So his shirt does say Biskov, but it's his name is Valdemar Andreasen according to Uefa website. The forward shape's a bit weird, too deep and can't defend. Well, you're not wrong there. Chris Wood needs to be on. I don't know how they do it without switching from free to back though. Yeah, that's what you got to think about is how can you do it without, like, do you change the shape? Do you change the shape? I mean, I think the shape they could do with changing it because they're not doing very well here. Morgan Gibbs-White could do better centrally. I mean, you could always have Aberdeen goal. Aberdeen 2, Shakhtar 3. They have come back from 2 goals down before, mate. So, there you go. 66 votes on the poll. The poll will close in 12 minutes' time. When my clock, because obviously I don't carry it on from 45 minutes onwards, I go from 0 in each half. When my clock reaches 35 minutes, when the clock on the stream reaches 35, when the actual match reaches the 80th minute and my clock reaches the 35th minute, that's when the poll will close. We'll be into the final 10 minutes of the game then. Almost 20 minutes left, and the lower course is absolutely awful. In fact, you know what? I'm going to let Daryl Johnson say his thoughts on that.
Well, that was absolutely cack.
I think it was, wasn't it? It was absolutely cack. Teams in the Under-20s World Cup get 3 VAR challenges, so the Mexican team last night kept hacking Spain and spamming their requests. Managed to get a penalty overturned doing it. Wow! That's stupid. That's balmy. You shouldn't be allowed to... You should not be able to do that. Can't your sub-E go off? I can't, mate. I'm not the manager.
Lee plays it on now for Chow. So gone to wing back since the changes. He was one of the centre backs, but he's gone further up. Lee has just come on, has slotted in as a right-sided centre back in the 3.
Cheers, everyone. Stephen, who I assume is a Mackham. A Mackham tuning into a stream hosted by a Smoggy. Well. Ange always wins something in his second season. I'm putting Forest as favourites to win the championship next season. What, you think Forest will go? You think Forest will get relegated? I don't see Forest getting relegated. Ljubičić has made a 3-1 to Dinamo Zagreb away to Maccabi Tel Aviv. Igor's been average, but they need more bodies up top and to just smash crosses. Yep. Dan Doy's played well, by the way, for Forest. I'll say. I think he's probably been their main man. He's the one that's had more opportunities and has probably been the more creative. I mean, the goal they scored is really good. I mean, Morgan Gibbs-White does well, but Morgan Gibbs-White hasn't had that much of an influence in the game apart from that goal. Hudson-Odoi has done okay on the left-hand side. Is Nico Williams in the centre to the left. Hudson-Odoi again. 71 minutes in. 2-1 Midtjylland. Odoi chips it into the far post. It's headed up. And there was pushing in the penalty area, so that is a free kick. Forest Wolves Burnley to go down as my prediction. Well, I think Wolves we can agree with. Burnley tend to get lucky. They get lucky on plenty of occasions. So Burnley might go down. I'm not saying they won't, but I'm not overly certain about that. I think Leeds will go, and I hope they do because I can't stand them. But I think Leeds will go back down where they belong, and I think Wolves will go down this season. With regards to the third spot, I'm not really sure. I thought Sunderland weren't going to do very well with the team they had, and then all of a sudden, you know, fair play to them. Their recruitment staff have done really well. They've brought in some excellent players. They made some amazing signings. They've spent a shit ton of money, and they're in the top 6. So you know, like, just shows you, you know, like, your pre-season predictions are not always correct. See, pre-season I thought they'll struggle with that team because the team was decent for the championship, but I didn't think it was going to be a team that was going to keep Sunderland in the Premier League. And then they've made loads of additions and stuff. And Isidor's playing really well. He's always been a good player. Granit Xhaka's been an excellent signing for them. You know, they've signed some excellent players. You know, so. And their goalkeeper seems decent, I'll be quite honest. So, I think Sunderland might finish. I don't see them finishing top 6. I think they've had a decent start, and they'll do what Borough normally do: have a decent start and then fall apart towards the end of the season. So, I think minimum top 10. I think top 10 really for Sunderland. They could potentially sneak into a European push, but I don't think they'll make it into Europe. I think they'll certainly finish top 10. Be great if Middlesbrough can get promoted, have the top 3 North East teams back in the top flight. Yeah, but I wouldn't bet on it. Would be nice. We haven't had a time teased derby since like 2010. But you know, we've had a good start, but there's no guarantees we're going to get promoted. We always seem to fall apart towards the end of the season. Ivanovic has scored for Larnaca. Larnaca 3, Alkmaar 0. Not a very good night for the Dutch clubs. Oh, at last, Chris Wood is finally coming on. We've been saying that for ages, haven't we? Substitution for Nottingham Forest. Leaving the field is number 19, Igor Jesus. And replacing him, number 11, Chris Wood. Really think they should have sacrificed Sangare. It's Sangare, by the way, has been awful. How many times has he been out-muscled? How many times has he been out-muscled? And how many times has he lost possession? I think he's lost possession more times than anyone else in that Forest team. He's been dreadful in midfield. Honestly, he has been awful. Neco Williams gets the ball. Gets pushed by Osorio, but I think the referee just carried the game on because Forest did have the ball anyway. So let the advantage go. Oh, that's a really poor ball, isn't it? Chris Wood gets onto it. That's his first touch of the game since coming on. 15 minutes to go. Forest have to rescue it. Otherwise, it's going to be 1 point out of 6. And I said that a point away to Real Betis is good, and realistically they should build on from that and do a leader. But if they lose this, then it's not going to go. It's not going to go down very well. You know, I mean, they don't have some of the ties they've got actually in the Europa League are not straightforward. Really, they've got some tasty teams actually. They've got some tasty teams in the. They've got some tasty ties in this tournament. Nottingham Forest. See, they've got to play against both Braga and Porto, and they have to play Porto at the City Ground. Will be a good tie. But Braga away is not going to be straightforward. They've also got to go to the Netherlands as well to play Utrecht, who are in their first European competition in a long time. So they've got to travel to the Netherlands. Now that's always a good atmosphere in the Netherlands. They've got to travel to Braga and they have to play to Porto. So if they can't get anywhere against Midtjylland, I don't see them doing very well against Braga or Porto. They might sneak something against Utrecht, but if they can't do anything against these, you know, I don't know how they're going to do. Minimum is playoffs for them. Minimum playoffs for them. Midtjylland fans have got their tops off, and I think they're holding their tops in the air. Do Forest not have a fast, nimble striker, or is it just a big bunch of big lumps? Well, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? I think it is. I think they've just got Porchers. Sorry. Here's Hudson-Odoi. Cuts onto his right. No, it was never a foul. Why is he claiming for a foul, eh? He fell down. He was always losing his footing. Nico Williams to the right. Morgan Gibbs right. Not had a massive impact, apart from the goal in the first half. He's not had much impact in the second half. He might do now. It's done and die. Oh, why didn't he just shoot? Flag stayed down. Why didn't he shoot? Forest fans don't deserve this, but the owner definitely does. Proper dodgy bloke. Oh yeah, he's a fucking maniac. I mean, I don't know what went on between him and Nuno, but sacking Nuno was the worst decision he made. Nico Williams saved. Elliot Anderson, and it's into the back stick. Chris Wood, the flag stays down. No, it doesn't. The flag goes up for offside. Let's see what happens. VAR probably check this. Legio also 1, Samsunspor 1. So it was 2-2, goal disallowed. Offside flag goes up. So who's in an offside position? All on side here. Live face.
two of them.
Ah! Elliot Anderson. Nah, it's not. It wasn't Chris Wood. This is definitely not. It's not a goal. It's not. Nah, it's not Chris Wood. I was going to say Chris Wood was onside. Chris Wood's onside for the entire thing. But Elliot Anderson moves forward, but then doesn't get back quick enough. He ends up being miles offside. Ugh, that looks like a guy on drugs. So yeah, no goal, definitely offside. Elliot Anderson there. Shame that. Who do you think lasts longer, Amarin or Ange? Pfft, neither of them will last very long at the minute.
Which is no mean feat, by the way.
Looks like a guy on steroids.
In goes Nico Williams. Taken down by Anderson. Good skill from Williams to find Hudson-Odoi. Gibbs White.
Looks nothing like me, you silly tit. But no, I was saying that their owner's an absolute dick. Like, just... I mean, let's be honest. Nuno Santo was the only person getting Forest anywhere. He was getting Forest places. He would have done alright against... I think he'd have probably got a win against... he'd have won against Betis and Nice, if I'm being honest. Ange is just not that good. I mean, he led Spurs to a Europa League title, fair enough, but honestly, they weren't lucky, to be fair. Bloody hell. The Midtjylland fans are all doing that with their shirts. Chris Wood in! 2-2! Flag stays down! Now it's off again! Oh my god! It's offside again! Legia goal disallowed as well. Celje now 3-1 up against... Oh, that looks like an ugly bastard. 3-1 up against AKF and Celje. Pressure on Amrin on Saturday. If we beat Man United this Saturday, it could be Amrin's last game. Oh, if you beat us, it'd be a fucking embarrassment for us. It'd be really annoying. Shamrock Rovers have scored. Way, welcome to the game. 2-0 to Aston Villa as well. John McGinn's at it again. 3 games on the bounty scored. Rakov 2-0 up against Craiova. And was he offside? Oh, he's miles offside. Oh yeah, he's well offside. He's almost in a different postcode. Yeah, he's miles offside. He's almost into Derby. He's gone that far. Yeah, Bradford have equalised. I told you, Harvey. As soon as he got a goal back, I was thinking, yeah, they'll probably turn it around. Oh, almost an own goal. Patterson's a good player, isn't he? Go on, buddy. Steal it late on. That was a good ball forward for Hudson-Odoi. And Morgan Gibbs tries to play it to the far post. And then it's kicked out for a corner. Could have ended up in the net, actually. Paul's closed. In the box, headed away. Well, I wasn't expecting... 2 goals for Forest, both of them miles offside. Correct decisions, but... I just can't believe they're still losing. They have battered Midtjylland in the second half, honestly. They've had so many opportunities in the second half, and they just cannot get anywhere. Chris Wood can't do anything with that. United should go for Crystal Palace's manager. Seems as though he wants out at some point. Yeah, I heard about that, but I'm very surprised considering the work he's done with him. He's doing a good job for Palace. But, yeah, I wouldn't say no to having him. At least he'd get United going somewhere. That's not the Championship. FC Midtjylland still leading 2-1. Forest do still have subs up their sleeve. I think they've only made 2 subs so far, so they can still make another 3. Gibbs White goes to the right hand side into the penalty area. Cleared away in the end. Billing plays it forward. That's a foul. In the middle, free kick at the halfway line. for Midtjylland. Foul again by Elliot Anderson. Oh dear.
At the moment.
If you can't work it out, Larnaca 4, Hazard Alkmaar 0. That red card has absolutely screwed them. That red card in the first half has screwed them. Losing 4-0 in Cyprus, that's just... I mean, by Hazard Alkmaar standards, that is embarrassing. But what a result for Larnaca tonight, that is. Great result tonight for them. There's going to be a sub for FC Midtjylland, by the way. Sangari's starting to do a little bit better now. Ball played back to Matt Sells. Was a little bit uncertain as to what to do there. And in the end, Forest clear it down. It's going to bounce. Chris Wood lets it bounce and gets his head on it. It's kicked back by Midtjylland. Cleared forward. Scottish teams losing every week, nothing new. Yeah. Don't jinx it though.
Williams. Now Hudson-Odoi.
700 odd views. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us tonight, and thanks everyone who joined yesterday as well. About 6,000 views yesterday, which was outstanding. 700 tonight. Good, because the last couple of streams have had about 200, 300, 400. Like the last couple of streams haven't had amazing views, so we're starting to pick up the views again, which is good. So good. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Basel 2, Stuttgart 0, by the way. Here's another latest score that's just come in. Basel beaten Stuttgart. Not a good night at the St Jakob Park then for VfB. Glasner does want the United job. He's rejected an extension at Palace. Oof. If you have just tuned in, we are 5 minutes away from we're 5 minutes away from one of the shocks of the tournament so far. Nottingham Forest losing at home to Midtjylland. Never mind! Oh! I was going to say never mind, it's 2-2. Morgan Gibbs White with a shot. He turns, he hits the shot.
Forest supporters look on.
In the box on the Forest corner. It's headed away. Forest really need to get something from this game. If they can't get anywhere against Midtjylland, how are they going to do against the likes of Braga, Porto, and Utrecht in Holland as well? Right. Who's that going off for them?
It's Porto at home for Forest in 3 weeks' time. They've got Sturm Graz, and they played in the Uefa Cup back in 1984. And Malmo.
Who's going off?
Which is a repeat of the 79 European Cup final. But unless they can find a goal, it's going to be 1 point after 2 matches. And they'll have to come from behind.
Oh, I see.
In the league phase. They've also got a really difficult run of games coming up. They've got Newcastle away at the weekend.
Substitution for FC Midtjylland. Leaving the field, number 74, Junior Bomado.
Europa League and then Manchester United. So
doesn't get easier.
No. It's a difficult slate of matches coming up for a team who are struggling. Good ball, Hudson-Odoi to Williams. It's a decent block in there though by Erlich. Just can't quite finish things off at the moment.
Junior Bomado replaced by number 7, Francolino. Oh, hello. Midtjylland on the counter. 3v3. This could be 3-1. It is! It's 3-1 to Midtjylland. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? This is an embarrassment by Nottingham Forest standards. 3-1 defeat at home to the team from the Danish Super League. FC Midtjylland will be going back to Herning tonight or tomorrow with 3 points at the City ground.
And what I would say is it looked like the referee
Forest will find form against United. Yeah, that's normal. United do shite against them.
at the moment. That's a difficult one to see, but it didn't look like he was looking after the referee.
Let me put this to you. He's given everything like that all night, apart from there.
No, that's onside.
Great finish, by the way.
Oh, he did absolutely
Onside, great finish.
Andreasen bagged
Ends up 1-on-1.
difficult to see.
Was never going to miss that. It's the substitute as well.
It did look like the
Valdemar
referee that way.
Andreasen. Sparta Prague 4, Shamrock Rovers 1. What a night, by the way. What a night for the team from Herning. The Danish Super League side have... Look at the defence. The defence is fucking embarrassing. 3-1 to Midtjylland. Forest fans heading home. And they're going to be... Oh, they're leaving in the hundreds. Hundreds of them leaving. The only noise you can hear is from them. How was that a goal? I didn't see anything wrong with the goal. Hudson-Odoi was fouled. No, I didn't see anything wrong with it. No, probably I may not have seen the foul, but well, nothing else was given. Goals given. Embarrassing by Forest.
Dylan gets the touch.
Credit to Midtjylland though. Came here with a game plan and it looks like they carried it off to the letter.
Crossed in by Milenkovic in towards Wood. Anderson went down under the challenge. No foul. There's Sangari.
Referees indicated there'll be a minimum of 5 additional minutes.
Not want Anderson injured.
Hudson-Odoi was fouled, ref missed it.
By Dan and Dawn.
VAR, well, the VAR gave the goal.
I mean, there's certainly contact.
VAR's given the goal.
Let's have a look at it here.
It was kicked, wasn't it? It was kicked through.
Ooh, Elliot Anderson gets caught there.
I have no idea with this referee anymore, to be honest.
Well, he's gone from giving everything to nothing. He's having we've not got the sign, so it's certainly being looked at here.
VAR's checking it, by the way. And I think the ref might be going to the monitor.
That seems like it's his
I think the ref's going to go to the monitor. Goal for Midtjylland scored in the 89th minute by number 20, Valdemar Andreasen.
With 5 minutes of additional time for a Forest team who had all the momentum before the breakaway goal.
Bull FC Midtjylland, number 3,
Now he's been to look at it, surely he's going to give it.
Yeah, anyway,
Valdemar Andreasen.
a foul suspected the referee will give it.
Referee's gone to VAR.
5 fouls he's given all night.
Yeah.
And he's given that Forest penalty. Late drama.
Penalty given to Nottingham Forest then, after the ref went to the VAR monitor. Penalty for Nottingham Forest then to get back in the game. Bit of a pen, yeah. No, it is a pen. He does catch him. It is a foul on Elliot Anderson. Oh, heartbreak for Red Star Belgrade. FC Porto have scored in the 90th minute
What a dramatic night
to win the match.
and still
Make up, but that'll make up. But Midtjylland's goal should have been chalked off because Hudson-Odoi was fouled.
in it in stoppage.
Well, the referee and VAR didn't think it was a foul, otherwise it wouldn't have been given. Penalty for Nottingham Forest then. Chris Wood,
And Chris Wood,
3-2.
as he did so often for Nottingham Forest last season. And it's 3-2 in stoppage time. Not even a flicker from Ange Postecoglou.
Goal score for Forest, number 11, Chris Wood.
But they've got Chris Wood scoring again. That's important. Right, a lot of people have gone.
Where's the daddy? He's probably in bed, knowing him.
About the body
Probably in
language,
bed.
Lucy.
Due lane to 10.
They show emotion anyway, do they?
Most of the time, a lot of the time, I don't get chance. I'm normally up about 9 o'clock.
Wonder if that's a
I'm up at 9 o'clock these days.
from the Forest fans.
Maccabi Tel Aviv 1, Dinamo Zagreb 3 is a full-time score. I'll give you all the full-time scores once we reach full-time here. You stay on FIFA till 1 o'clock. Actually, no. I actually stay on FIFA till 12 o'clock. When's the last time you actually had a good night's sleep? You sleep at 10:40 and get up at 6:30. Like, it's a ridiculous time to get up. Diao got booked. I'm not sure what it was booked for. Nottingham Forest have got to go now. Rangers have lost. Lol. Nottingham Forest have to score now. It's in there. It's headed away. Back forward. Final moments. Midtjylland are almost there. Hudson-Odoi in the box. Flicked on. Oh, all a bit of a mess in the penalty area. Cleared away. Oh, there's a man down holding his neck, so the game's going to get stopped for the moment. We'll give you all the full-time scores in the Europa League and Conference League once all the final scores have come in. Rotherham 2, Bradford City 2. They're in added time there. Decent match, actually, by the looks of it. In that derby. Bradford City 3 points ahead of third place. But the teams below them have games in hand. Russell Martin out. Time wasting from Ehrlich. Oh, was that what it was?
The stress that the last 12 months or so they've had, even with the Europa League victory.
And you'll be managing Stevenage soon. Stevenage soon. I don't think Stevenage will. I don't think he'll go to Stevenage, mate. There's a good ball. Anderson now. That's a shocking cross. That's an awful cross. It goes straight to the keeper. That could be it, you know. We've played the 5 minutes of added time, so we'll take off the added time. And we are now waiting for the full-time whistle. This will be an amazing win for Midtjylland if they can keep hold. If they can keep hold of this result, it will be an outstanding victory. Oh, it could be 4. Oh my God, he's blazed it wide. What a terrible effort. It was offside anyway. Midtjylland are almost there. 3 points heading towards Herning tonight. Forest tasting a defeat at home. Long ball forward. Last chance for Nottingham Forest then. Can Midtjylland hang on just for final second? In the box for Forest. Punched away. Miskicked. Thumped clear. He's looked at the watch. Still carrying on. Long ball to the left. Elliot Anderson. This is it. In the box. It's in there. Headed away. And Midtjylland have won it. They've done it. Oh my God. What an outstanding victory for the team from Herning. The Danish Super League side have come to Nottingham in England and have beaten Nottingham Forest, the former semi-finalists of this competition and the former European Cup champions, beaten by a team who have only ever got as far as the round of 16s. Massive shock. The manager and team are celebrating it. The players are celebrating. The Forest players crestfallen. Chris Wood's just saying, "Chin up, boys, go again, go again." Ange Postecoglou, face like thunder. The Forest fans not looking happy. Well, that's a shock, but what a win for Midtjylland. Well done. I mean, absolutely well done to Midtjylland. That is an amazing result for them. So even the penalty couldn't help Nottingham Forest in the end, but I'm not going to lie, I don't think the referee was particularly great in that game. I thought he was made some poor decisions. 3-2 in the end. Great game. Really good game of football. Well done to Midtjylland, and you know, I think Forest will be really annoyed with that. They'll be very frustrated. That's a really bad result for them. Those Midtjylland fans, over the moon. They probably can't believe it. They've gone to Nottingham, home of former European champions, and they've beaten them. Ange Postecoglou, already a man under pressure, and I don't think I don't think the owner's going to be too chuffed by that. Nottingham Forest haven't won a game since Ange Postecoglou's arrival. This is bad. You're telling me it's bad. It's a bit of an embarrassment. I mean, to be fair, it's 1 point out of 6 for Nottingham Forest. This is a game that they really should have been winning. They should have been getting 4 points out of 6. They should have been beating Midtjylland. I fear for Nottingham Forest for the rest of this campaign because some of the teams they've got to play Utrecht away in Holland. Now, the atmosphere in Holland is very hostile. Utrecht fans will not make it easy for Forest, and they will not make it easy. They'll be up for it. Porto and Braga, 2 Portuguese sides, 2 very good Portuguese sides for Forest to go up against as well. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs at the moment. It's not looking good. I will say though, I thought the point that point that they got at Real Betis, in my opinion, was and still is a brilliant point away from home against a tough side. And you should take that on board going into the next game. They didn't play too bad, Forest. They didn't play too bad. But so many times they were just trying to play hoofball, fucking hit and hope, cross it into the penalty area, no one in there, and it's straight to the keeper or it's headed away. Midtjylland have come to Nottingham and have done a job. They defended well. When they had the big chances, they scored, and they've gone away with. The stats will say otherwise. Nottingham Forest stats-wise, Nottingham Forest dominated them. Nottingham Forest dominated them on the stats. They had a lot of chances, Nottingham Forest, but a lot of them weren't great chances. They weren't brilliant chances. They had 2 goals disallowed offside correctly because they were. The players were that far offside. They were almost in fucking Derby and Chesterfield. But. Resilient is the word I'm going to say for Midtjylland. They've caused a shock. They've done the job on Forest. They were resilient in defence. They kept denying them at every opportunity. And despite having 21 shots, Forest only managed 9 on target. They had 9 shots on target. The goalkeeper, by the way, that goalkeeper, Olafsson, he seems like a decent goalkeeper, doesn't he, that Olafsson? He seems like a decent keeper. Midtjylland, by the way, have now won their first 2 matches. I don't think they've ever done that in the Europa League. Won the first 2 matches. They're on 6 points out of 6. I'll give you a run through of the table and of who's in the top 8 and who's and how the UK sides are doing, etc. But Nottingham Forest are going to be in the bottom half. They're not going to be in the playoff places at the moment. Midtjylland could potentially be top. I'm not sure if they're top or not, but they're definitely in the top 8 as it stands. An amazing result and just astonishing. I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned by that. I don't think for one moment, I don't think anyone really at all would have expected an outcome like this. You look at Nottingham Forest's team and you think, some people would have written them off immediately and gone, oh, they're a fucking farmers team, blah, 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 blah. But it just shows that you can't underestimate opponents. People won't have. I certainly didn't expect this, and I was proven wrong by Midtjylland. I expected Midtjylland to probably come for a point, and in the end get battered by Forest. With the second half, Forest did dominate them, but they've caused a shock. They've done a job on Forest. No one's expected that. I think Midtjylland fans would have been. Midtjylland fans would have gone to Forest thinking it's going to be a really tough game, and they've probably, if they'd have got a point from it, they'd have been happy from it. To come away with 3 points away to a side of Nottingham Forest's calibre. Okay, don't get me wrong, they haven't had a great season so far. Things they'll start to click sooner or later. Things will start to go right, hopefully. But you're looking at a Forest team with so much quality. You've got Elliot Anderson, in my opinion, certainly a player who, I think Elliot Anderson at some point will get a move to one of the big six clubs, or potentially even a big move abroad, because I think he's a good enough player. You got Callum Hudson-Odoi in there, a good Chelsea talent. You got Chris Wood, who is renowned for scoring goals. You got Morgan Gibbs-White. There's some excellent players in that Nottingham Forest team, but they just underperformed. They really underperformed. Although, people will look at the stats. There's a lot of stat merchants out there who will they'll be like, Nottingham Forest have lost to Midtjylland 3-2. Let's have a look at the stats. 21 shots to 7. No way did Midtjylland deserve to win that. Blah, 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 blah. Forest should have won that game comfortably. They dominated them. If you're one of those people, then you clearly don't know what football is, because you've clearly not watched the game. Because if you watch the game, Midtjylland defensively, I thought, were top notch. They were resilient, and they kept denying Forest every single opportunity. That goalkeeper Olaafsson, by the way, certainly look out for him, because he got a clean sheet against Graz. He made a couple. I did see some of their game against Graz. He made a couple of really good saves against Graz, and they won. He made some really important and some really good and some important saves. There was some shots that were straight at him, to be fair. Forest put a lot of crosses into the box straight to no one, but he defended that goal with his life. He was excellent. I thought he was excellent in goal tonight. And I thought Midtjylland, despite, yes, they only had 7 attempts, when they had those chances, they were quite clinical with them. I mean, they had 4 shots on target. 3 of them were in the net. I mean, all 3 goals that Nottingham Forest conceded tonight were all very avoidable goals. But that's what happens if your defence doesn't have a good game. You're knackered. Their defending on certainly the set pieces was diabolical. Their defending on set pieces was awful. The goals they conceded, the first one specifically, that's literally a free kick in from the right hand side, and it just gets flicked on at the near post and kicked into the net of the back stick. The corner comes into the box, and it's a comedy of errors. It's just a comedy of errors for Forest. It's just no one taking control. It just gets flicked on by Philip Billing, and it's just a massive goal-mouth scramble. It's such an embarrassing goal. That second goal is an embarrassing goal to concede. It's one of the shittest goals I think you will see in this tournament. The third goal, they just get caught out on the break, don't they? They end up with a 3v3. Whether it was a foul on Hudson-Odoi, I'm not sure, because to be quite honest, I didn't see that bit of the replay. I only saw the bit of the replay when they were actually showing the goal. So I didn't actually see the foul. So I can't really give you my thoughts on that. But they're just all avoidable goals for Forest. The goals that Forest did score, the first one, I've got to say, Matt Sells, outstanding through ball. The ball's played back to him, and he just boots it first time. People will say it's a hit and hope ball, but in my opinion, I think it's a brilliant long ball. It goes straight to Morgan Gibbs-White, and they end up with a 3-on-1 against the defender. Morgan Gibbs-White plays a beautifully timed low cross towards the back stick, and Dan Doy pops it in the net. A beautiful goal. The penalty that they get, definite foul on Elliot Anderson. I don't think Midtjylland could have any complaints about it. It was a good game of football from a neutral perspective. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I think if you're a Forest fan, you'll be very pissed by that, because that's a game that realistically Forest should be doing so much better in there. They should not be losing to a team like Midtjylland, And although they do have some good players in there, I must say that Kevin Mbabu I thought was excellent. Midtjylland's defenders were top notch. I thought they were superb defensively, and they did a job on Forest. And I think quite rightly, you know, Forest had a lot of chances. A lot of the time they were quite wasteful. There was a lot of hit and hope shots. A couple of crosses into the box that just went either straight to the keeper or were easily headed away. As Adams put in the chat, poor tactically. Lucas has put, it's just who you are, mate. Not entirely sure what he's on about. Not entirely sure what he means by that. Never mind. In bed, Greek done, teeth done, that's nice. Now I'm listening to me old mucker Darryl fucking Gitty Johnson. You'll be Gitty in a minute. Josh Fusion's been to Utrecht as well, and it is very hostile. Well, most Dutch clubs have, you know, loud and hostile atmospheres. I fear for Forest. Forest are 25th. You know, I mean, okay, people will probably see Betis as points dropped. I would say that a point at Betis is not a bad result at all, because, you know, it's a tough place to go to Seville. But losing against Midtjylland, I'm afraid, is just an embarrassment by Nottingham Forest standards, and I think Ange Postecoglou will be absolutely seething with his team. But I actually think, at the same time, like, the system just didn't seem to work. The defending was all over the place. I don't know what formation he played, but it certainly didn't work. They were all over the shop defensively. You know. And I actually think he brought on Chris Wood too late. I think he should have brought on Chris Wood a lot earlier on. Maybe when they were 2-1 down. You know. Well, obviously, sorry. He did bring them on when they were 2-1 down. But I think he should have brought on Chris Wood a lot earlier. Igor Jesus was... I thought he was woeful. Ange Postecoglou has actually got his having his interview now, so let's actually hear what he said before we disappear.
Really disappointing. Just really poor goals we conceded in the first half that again allowed the opposition to sort of kick off and go.
Shakhtar won it, Aberdeen. Well, he said poor goals to concede. I mean, I've already touched up on that before. Like, all three avoidable goals and 3 poor goals for Forest to concede. Is that quite true?
In that moment with the back line. Yeah, like I said, we just let ourselves down in key moments in games. As I said, we knew the threat they provided. It wasn't anything organisationally, it's just in those moments we haven't shown the same desire and determination as the opposition.
Saying they didn't have the same sort of desire as the opposition.
He came off. Is it bad with him? I'm not sure. I haven't seen him, so I'm not really sure what's wrong with him. We talk about some of the referee decisions that were
dear.
From your point of view, should you have had a penalty? Morgan Gibbs-White looked to be clipped in the box from our point of view. Yeah, but look,
can actually hear the Midtjylland players in the background celebrating.
We allow things like refereeing decisions to dictate the outcome. Shouldn't even come to that. Should have handled the situation better. Does it feel like there has been so much progress you were talking about? Does it feel like a bit of a step back tonight? Look, I don't know. Progress is us winning games of football. We haven't done that, so yes, football's.
You haven't just tuned in, just listening to Ange.
Being compelling at times, but you've got to win games of football, and that's what we've got to try and do. There was some pretty strong messaging from the fans when the third goal went in. I don't know how aware you are when you are down on that touchline. What are your thoughts and reactions to their reaction? Yeah, no, I heard. It's, they're fans. They want to see their team win, and they're entitled to their opinion. Is it a surprise?
No, he's quite right. Fans are entitled to their opinion. He's not wrong with that. And in my opinion, they were shite. They were so bad in front of goal. And well done to Midtjylland. They got what they deserved in the end. Went for a smash and grab and pretty much got a smash and grab. That's exactly what they've gone away with. 6 points now for Midtjylland. They've done very well so far at the start of the tournament. See, I was saying this. They've got Utrecht away, which is going to be a tough old task anyway for Forest, because Utrecht have a very hostile atmosphere, which obviously myself and Nicola have already said in the chat. And then they also have to play against Porto at home, who, let's be honest, are a much better side than FC Midtjylland. This is no disrespect to Midtjylland, by the way, but they're going to be against teams that are much better quality sides compared to Midtjylland. You've got FC Porto, and you've also got SC Braga. Two very, very strong teams from Portugal. One, I think, Braga away, and I'm pretty sure Porto at home. They're two tough games. Along with Utrecht, I think Nottingham Forest, if they're lucky, will scrape the playoffs. I don't think they're going to get anywhere near the top 8. That result tonight is not a good sign. It's not a good sign. Looks like some of the fans are turning their back already on Ange Postecoglou, given the reactions. You know, and if there's anyone to blame for Nottingham Forest's current form and bringing in Ange Postecoglou, who is it? The owner. Because in my opinion, he should never have got rid of Nuno Santos. Nuno was doing things. You have Nuno in charge, and I'll tell you something. I think you get a win against Betis, and you definitely get a win here. They'd have been on 6 points out of 6, in my opinion, with Nuno. Ange Postecoglou comes in, you know, the owner decides to be a moron. I don't know what went on between that moron and Nuno, but something went on. He decides to sack Nuno. I don't think he liked him, to be quite honest. He always seemed to have arguments. You know, it's the owner. It's the owner who's massively at fault. And I don't know what Forest fans will say, but I think there might be one or two Forest fans that might say the same thing. The owner is the one that has to be questioned. People will turn on Postecoglou because of their recent form, but who's to blame? Postecoglou, or the man who brought him in the first place and got rid of Nuno? You should never have got... I mean, I've said this so many times, and I'll keep saying it and again and again. They should never get rid of Nuno Santos. In my opinion, Nuno Santos gets Nottingham Forest playing probably better football, getting better results, and flying up the Europa League. Postecoglou comes in because the owner decides to be a moron, has fallouts with Nuno, sacks him, and now look what the end result is. You're 25th in the Europa League with 1 point out of 2 games, and you lose at home to a side who haven't won in England. I don't think have ever won a match in England. Yeah, you lose to a side that realistically you shouldn't lose to. It's embarrassing, really, by their standards. The final scores in the Europa League and Conference League before we disappear tonight. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Over 900 views tonight, which is excellent. Adam agrees with me, by the way. He must be, I assume he's a Forest fan. Thanks for joining us. Full-time scores in the Uefa Europa League, including the early kickoffs. AS Roma 0, Lille 1. Bologna 1, Freiburg 1. Brann 1, Utrecht 0. That'll, I don't know who Forest have next. Celtic 0, Braga 2. Steaua Bucharest 0, Young Boys 2. Fenerbahce 2. Nice 1. Ludogorets 0, Betis 2. Panathinaikos 1, Go Ahead Eagles 2. That's a great result for them. Victoria Pilsen 3, Malmo 0. Basel 2, Stuttgart 0. Celta Vigo 3, PAOK 1. Porto 2, Red Star Belgrade 1. Feyenoord 0, Aston Villa 2. Genk 0, Ferencváros 1. Lyon 2, Salzburg 0. Maccabi Tel Aviv 1, Dinamo Zagreb 3. Sorry, I nearly said 2. It was 3 late on. Forest 2, Midtjylland 3, which we know. Sturm Graz 2, Rangers 1. Rangers. By the way, I'm saying about Nottingham Forest being crap. Like, what the fuck are Rangers doing? How has Russell Martin still got his job at Rangers? Honestly, he's nothing. He's nothing but I think he's nothing but a Championship/League One manager. He's not very good. In the Conference League tonight, as that competition got underway this evening, Dynamo Kiev 0, Crystal Palace 2, Jagiellonia 1, Ham 1 0, KUPS 1, Drita 1, Lausanne 3, Breidablik 0, Lech Poznan 4, Rapid Vienna 1, Noah 1, Rijeka 0, Omonia 0, Mainz 05 1, Rayo Vallecano 2, Skadenia 0, Schwinsky 5, Lincoln Redims 0. Oh dear. Aberdeen 2, Shakhtar 3. Great night for the Scottish teams. They all lost. AEK Larnaca 4, AZ Alkmaar 0. Zelja 3, AEK Athens 1. There's a shock. Fiorentina 2, Sigma 0. Legia Warsaw 0, Samsunspor 1. Rachov 2, Univ Craiova 0. Shelbourne 0, Hacken 0. Not a bad result for them. Slovan Bratislava 1, Strasbourg 2. And Sparta Prague 4, Shamrock Rovers 1. So we'll have a look at the tables. Also, sorry, in the in League 1, Rotherham 2, Bradford 2 in that game. Let's have a look at the table and see where all the teams are from the UK. That includes, obviously, England, Wales. There's no Welsh teams in it, I don't think. England, Scotland, Ireland, Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, etc. So, Midtjylland, I thought were top by goal difference. Dinamo Zagreb are top of the Europa League table. Midtjylland second, Aston Villa third. Finishing the top 8 is Braga in 4th, Lyon on 5th, Lille 6th, Porto 7th, all on 6 points each with a 100% record, and Victoria Pilsen currently on 4 points in 8th place on goal difference. The teams in the playoff places at the moment: Betis, Freiburg, Ferencvaros all joint on 4 points with Victoria Pilsen who are in 8th. Panathinaikos, Celta Vigo, Basel, AS Roma, Go Ahead Eagles, Brann, who got their first 3 points, Genk, Young Boys, Fenerbahce, Ludogorets, Sturm Graz, Stuttgart, and Steaua Bucharest. All of them are on 3 points. There's like 12 teams on 3 points there. Andy Views but small team. In 25th, outside the playoff places, Nottingham Forest on 1 point with a -1 goal difference. Scored 4 but conceded 5. Below them is Red Star Belgrade, Bologna and PAOK, Celtic and Maccabi Tel Aviv in 30th. All of those teams are on 1 point. And then yet to get a point on the board are Nice, Rangers, Utrecht, Salzburg, Feyenoord and Malmo, who are bottom on goal difference. In the Europa Conference League, then, the Europa Conference League took place today, their first round of fixtures, and it's a perfect start for Crystal Palace. They won 2-0 at Dynamo Kiev. Swinsky winning 5-0 today. They go top of the group. They are on 3 points. So most teams are on 3 points. The teams that are 1st to 16th are all on 3 points, and then 17, 18, 19, 20 are all on 1 point. And then the rest are yet to get a point on the board. So the only teams that have got points then: Swinsky, top of the group with a 5-0 win. Larnaca second, winning 4-0. Sparta third on goal difference, winning 4-1. Lech also won 4-1. I'm not sure what the difference is. Why they're third and not fourth. Lausanne won 3-0, so they are 5th. Surly won 3-1, so they are 6th. Crystal Palace won 2-0, they are 7th, ahead of Rayo Vallecano, who are 8th. All separated by goal difference, these clubs: Fiorentina in 9th, Rakov 10th, Shakhtar 11th, Strasbourg 12th, Mainz 13th, Samsunspor 14th, Jagiellonian 15th, Noah 16th, all tied on 3 points. 17th, 18th, 19th and 20th, you've got Drita, KUPS, Hacken and Shelbourne, all on 1 point, and then you have the remaining teams all on 0 points, which is Aberdeen. They were only separated by goal difference. These you have Aberdeen 21st on goal difference, then Slovan Bratislava, Rijeka and Omonia keeping the playoff spots. Outside the playoff spots at the moment on goal difference, remember, Legia Warsaw, Hamon, AEK Athens, Sigma, Dynamo Kiev, what's it doing? So Sigma, Dynamo Kiev, Skadenia, Univ Craiova, Rapid Vienna, Shamrock Rovers, Breidablik, AZ Alkmaar, and bottom is Lincoln Redims, who lost 5-0. Bradford's draw at Rotherham United means that Bradford will extend the lead at the top of the League 2 table by a point. They are now on 24 points from a possible 33, which I don't think is a bad start for not a bad start for a newly promoted team. Stevenage second on 22 points, but they do have 2 games in hand. Some games are getting postponed next week due to the international break. Lincoln third on 21, fourth is Cardiff on 20, Huddersfield fifth on 19, and Wimbledon in the top 6 on 18 points. This result means that Rotherham do not climb out of the bottom 4. They could have climbed out of the bottom 4 and sent Wickham in the bottom 4 tonight, but instead they are on 8 points. Peterborough on 7, Burton on 8, Blackpool on 8, Rotherham on 8, and Wickham just outside the relegation zone on 8. 4 teams tied on 8 in and around the bottom 4 after 10 games. That's not a great start, is it? Exeter only 1 point ahead, and the good news as well with Rotherham not winning either is they don't close the gap on Plymouth, which will be good news for the Plymouth boys. They don't close the gap on Plymouth, so there's a 4-point gap between Plymouth and the bottom 4, which I know the Plymouth boys will be happy about. The next fixtures in the Europa League. Now, let me have a look at the next Europa League fixtures. Now, I don't know when the next fixtures are, and it won't be next week because obviously it's the international break. The next round of fixtures is the 23rd of October. Now, for Nottingham Forest, their task is to get a win at home to Porto. Good luck with that, because that's going to be a tough game. Celtic are at home to Sturm Graz. Surely they get something in that game. Also, Aston Villa travel to Holland again. They go back to Holland. They are playing Go Ahead Eagles, new side in the competition. So good luck to all the English teams and obviously the Scottish teams and teams within the United Kingdom. Good luck to all of them playing. In the Conference League then, Aberdeen's next task is to try and bounce back away to AEK Athens, who lost today. 3-1 at Celje, but they are playing in Athens. That's not going to be an easy tie for them. Shelbourne travel to Skendia, which if you don't know is a club based in North Macedonia. See how Shelbourne get on there. Crystal Palace will be at home to AEK Larnaca, 2 teams that got 3 points in tonight's games. Larnaca battering AZ Alkmaar 4-0. But I don't see Crystal Palace having too many problems there, to be quite honest. Shamrock Rovers are at home to Celje. Shamrock need to get something there. And Lincoln Red Imps are at home to Lech Poznan, which is going to be an interesting one. I assume Lincoln can't play. Are they playing in Gibraltar, or are they going to be playing at a different ground? Oh, they are playing in Gibraltar. Fair enough, then. So that's that then for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and that's that for this week as well. I'm not going to be back on this channel now until next weekend, as I go and enjoy the weekend, celebrating me's birthday. Enjoy the weekend with me and my family before heading off on a little trip. Me and me are going on a little trip from Monday to Thursday. I'm back on the darts. The darts is going to be on from Monday for anyone who tunes into Double Trouble Darts. Harry and Liam, all being well, all 3 of them will be covering the World Grand Prix from Monday till Thursday, and then I will be back. I'll be on the darts Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. The next stream on the channel potentially might be Saturday afternoon. It might be next Saturday afternoon, the 11th, or it might even be the Sunday. It depends what I decide to do. So yeah, don't count on it. If I don't do any streams, then like I say, I'll let you know, and then we'll be going from the 13th onwards. So yes, I'm going to enjoy a little break away. I hope so for the money. Should be a nice time. So thank you very much everyone for your support this week as well. The streams this week have actually done quite well. If I have a look at YouTube Studio, Views wise, it's done okay lately. The Bother stream on Tuesday, 900 odd, decent actually. Yesterday's stream 6,100, and I mean probably about 5,000 were betters. Were people betting. We had a lot of people tuning in from around the globe, which was nice. And then tonight we've had about 900 to 1,000. So good going. So great way to wrap up what's been a decent week for me. So thank you very much indeed. And like I say, if you want to send any birthday wishes to me and send me them, and I will pass the wishes on. I know Nicola said happy birthday, so I'll just tell her. Nicola said happy birthday in the chat, by the way. She sent me a tenner on the super chat. She said happy birthday to Mia. If actually, she said something like that. Let me get the message up. To fan funding, there it is. Wish me a very happy birthday. Love from myself, Christine and Sonny. Scotty B has just said happy birthday as well. Because I just said if you want to send birthday wishes to me, then send them to her or send them to me. Scotty B's just put happy birthday, Mamma Mia. Dear. Thanks everyone for your support tonight. It's been a great night. You know, I mean, we've had one hell of a shock, because I was expecting Nottingham Forest. I mean, I thought it would be a decent game, you know, but I thought Nottingham Forest were gonna absolutely batter them. But you know, it just goes to show, doesn't it? And this is a message. This is a message to Nottingham Forest fans, and anyone really who's playing in the Europa League, Conference League, and even the Champions League. Never underestimate your opponents, because this is what happens. You underestimate your opponent, they come away with a result. Didn't expect the result tonight. I don't think anyone did. Well done to those who put no on the poll, by the way. I closed the poll, but I didn't actually mention it. I put on the poll tonight, will Nottingham Forest win? 74% of you said yes, and 26% of you said no, and that was from 68 votes. So well done to the 26% who thought that Nottingham Forest wouldn't win, because they were correct. So fair play. Scotty B's just joined me in Discord. Hello B. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight, and I will see you in about 8, 9, 10 days time. Have a good week everyone. Enjoy the international break. Bye.